for. Now they need a huge set, either from Randy, and then he can layer that down, like I've mentioned before. But ONIC, seems like they're aware of that situation, plus the fact that they're pretty safe, to be honest. Like Hayabusa, and then you have the Harris too. EVOS, it's time to fight for the Lord. ONIC is close by, but Kyrie is down bottom. Does EVOS have this information?
I think they're baiting it out, right? They're teasing with the Lord. And now, the bottom side is actually good for ONIC, so...
Yeah, slow push.
Now with Keyboy sent to scout, holding off that bush, that should be enough to gather some information. Skylar, not shown yet on the map here. If you're on EVOS' perspective, there you go. Finally, Skylar shows. So
wait,
now with Skylar showing, what's gonna happen here? Sun is still in the bottom side of the map.
Yep.
Sun shows what's the call here for ONIC?
They have to address the side lanes. It's pushing for ONIC, and now they can start the Lord because Sun is so far back. Lutfi hasn't shown himself yet. He has the Black Dragon form ready. This might be the fight where ONIC really needs to win. Because this is where they might just turn things around. I mean, the gold lead is swinging in their favor.
Yeah.
They're just teasing it. It's just a dance.
Yeah.
And no one is committing. And now, obviously, ONIC, the pressure that they have, EVOS are invited to take this part.
Albert hasn't shown now. I mean, now they know where Albert is. A minute ago, they're not sure. That's why they let go of the Lord. That's the Black Dragon form popped. Now Randy in the mid, around the Lord as well. That's going to be, oh, great zone. Albert was nowhere near the Lord, but Lutfi and Keyboy is trying to hold off. Keyboy first one to fall alongside Randy. 1-for-1, but Lutfi holding 3 members. So long! Kai finds the connection, and Albert will be shut down by Lutfi. And Lutfi was the difference maker in that play. As EVOS, they will lose out on 3.
My goodness, the Sky Kings. Again and again. What are mere mortals to them? They win that fight, get the Lord, get out. It seems like EVOS were about to win that because Keyboy was solo, they had no front line. And the Esmeralda plus Randy as the Alice was able to pull back a few of the members backside. Do they want to go for the kill?
Not just yet there. That Watch Shadow doesn't land. Now with this Lord, I think ONIC will have more grounds to cover here. Let's see though, with the item check. Oh, full items for Skylar.
Yeah.
That's alarming for EVOS.
Even with the CE extra safety too. Kyrie though, quite slow in terms of the farming patterns. Or rather, the farming pace. I mean, yeah, Albert has been able to get 8 kills, so that is self-explanatory, but I think he's gonna go for the last item as well. Now though, the Lord's gonna march down bottom. They have a wave pushing up top. It's pretty good for ONIC. Crash into the mid.
ONIC Indonesia EVOS.
Because as of now, no one's touching the top side. It's gonna be a slow push for ONIC into that last inner turret.
Yeah.
Black Dragon form.
They want the far lane. The Lord will charge. Black Dragon form to zone. Shaman force spot further airstrike. Took a look at the AoE.
MPL Indo
from the side of ONIC. It will be enough to take 2 base turrets down, and ONIC will be happy. Their call is, yeah, let's not fight, let's just take the turrets.
Take it slow. And that was why they left the top side turret, or the top side wave to just push on by itself. Because as they were taking down the mid and the bottom side, that top side just crumbled. As the minions came pushing in. So EVOS now are in the back foot. Look at that gold difference, 5.2k. It was 2.4k for EVOS a few minutes ago, 4 minutes ago, and now EVOS need to make something happen. They need a big set again. They need Randy to again be the difference maker because he was the one who sealed their victory yesterday against Dewa in that reverse sweep. With the Alice as well. It's a strong pick for most of the EVOS players. Santa and Lutfi, they are relentless, unflinching in the grass.
They are turtling right now. Are behind in gold. It's minutes though, so soon the gold won't be relevant, quote unquote, right?
Yeah.
Say the 23rd minute mark. Let's see if EVOS is able to hold on that long though. Because in 30 seconds, ONIC will focus down the Lord. What's the call for EVOS?
Endless battle for Kyrie. Extra damage, true damage as well. He needs to cut down through Erlan and through Rendy. Very tanky too. Key is also there. Look at Sans. He's a far side. Whenever he wants. As the Wings by Wings to reposition. He opens up the map as well for ONIC, confirming a few members are down in the bottom side jungle. Lord spawns, and it is going to be an Evolve Lord, seems like. As Rendy is close by. Again, fishing for that angle. Key boy on the grass. He might catch Sway low, but Sway low has the lantern. Rendy is chunked down to half HP, but he can heal.
Oh, take a look at the mid lane. Skylar in trouble, but take a look at the peel on it now. They want for an angle. Farsa, Wings by Wings there just to bluff. And at least Albert is able to keep the distance. That's going to be info though. No, Yisun Shin. Oh no, that's the winner crown pops. Rendy now in the back. That's going to be Swalo repositioning Black Dragon forward. And the Petrify will lock Swalo down. That's a pierce dive. That's going to be two members off the board. Rendy out. Erlan will not be able to be taken down just yet as Albert is clearing their main base. Two members off the board. That's green light for ONIC to take the Lord.
The minion was also pushing in the mid lane, and this Lord is free for ONIC to take. Everything is theirs. And even Keyboy and Sans are contemplating on possibly going for another assassination, but that was perfect. Look at Sans!
They're looking for the end. Last base turret taken down. Feather airstrike deployed. Key now receiving a lot of heat. Key taken down. Just two members now defending. Swalo will be up in 5. Erlan trying to hold on. But the immortality, will it be enough as Erlan will be taken down by Skylar. Now take a look at the base as Zonic in the International Derby will claim and secure Game 1.
A beautiful comeback from what was a very promising early game from EVOS. For a moment we thought they might be the ones to take down the Sky Kings. For a moment we thought they might shake this building off. But ONIC again proving that they are the Sky Kings, that they are on a quest of immortality. Man, Skylar with the Harith again showing up when needed. He has been criticized ever since he made his way into ONIC, that he hasn't been in form, that he has always been in the shadows of Kyrie, on the back of the shadows of Sans. But he proves that he can also be that big game player. We can't forget he has, or he used to be, the crown prince for RRQ, and now among the gods he stands. And among the gods, he will fight. What a game from Skylar. And what a turnaround from ONIC.
Clean connection. And the chemistry is still there. EVOS back to the drawing boards. But my goodness, ONIC, they look solid. Game 1.
They do. They look very, very clean. Even if it wasn't really a clean game, rather early game. And for EVOS, it's back to the drawing board. Do you want to go to one-dimensional for the composition again? We talked about the set needed to really go in. But Esmeralda pick, I thought it was gonna outlast the Harith, but in turn it just got bursted down like it did not have an HP bar. Well, ONIC left the Gacha Alice open. We thought they were challenging EVOS, and they did. They challenged EVOS. Player pocket picks, player comfort picks will go on from there. Man, 1-0, EVOS. They have to reset. Meanwhile, ONIC are very, very strong now. What do you think, panelists?
What a game by the Sky Kings for game number 1 to open things out in the International Derby. It looks like ONIC really have their eye on the prize, man. They want that upper bracket, but obviously it's still the first game in a best of 5. We've seen results go either way despite the momentum of a game number 1. But let's break that down a little bit more, because backstage, I was hearing you guys talk about the draft being a little lackluster on ONIC, but how were they able to win?
Pure mechanics.
They're just
pure
better.
Individual, yeah, they're just better. This is what ONIC is all about ever since season 11. Yep, drafted some sketchy drafts. Somehow they still win 10k gold lead. Doesn't matter at all. This is the case. The Hilda is gonna fall off in the late game. Somehow they won. You know?
It's comfort over meta, and if you have players like that, like I went back to the town room. I was like, me, KB, you were not, Radit was there as well. We were like, okay. Ray's boy asked me, if you look at both teams, just without the nicknames, who do you think has a better draft? I'm like, right side, EVOS. And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, but the thing is, there are names on each of those picks, and that's where you can never count ONIC out, man. Even though it looked like it was kind of like, I mean, Lord number 1, it looked really bad for them. Skylar comes in, and that's the thing, right? The trio mid has been so good in the regular season. They won so hard in the early game that they've never needed Skylar. But when you need Skylar, and when he's not on a fighter, he's still that top clutch marksman. That's why they chose him over Savero. He can be the guy to be like, yo, guys, I got you. And this is the play right here that you see on your screen.
Yeah.
He's like, don't worry, guys. I understand. I know when to go in. And he has the ego to do it.
And shout out to Sloopy as well. Speaking about
Oh, yeah.
factor, he is absolutely insane. Just nailing down on Albert, on Swillow, to the backline of EVOS. He is doing his job as usual perfectly, especially in the mid game to the late game. Early game, not so much. He's losing out on the lane against Randy, but it is to be expected in a way.
I don't think he's up there when it comes to just like XP in general, because he's just a filler guy. But on the Yuzong, clearly he is the best in Indonesia. There's no other Yuzong in Indonesia that we can be like, oh man, that's a scary pick. And that's why ONIC felt so comfortable first picking it. Yuzong has been super overrated, I'll be honest with you. I think out of all the picks you have in the meta, over the CC even, Yuzong is ultra overrated because you need to have a skilled player behind it. Sanford played it, made it look OP.
Yeah.
And then now you see it in Indo, you see Shogun pick it up, you see
Yeah.
Day 1 people pick it up, and you're like, why is it so good? And then Lutfi's like, because of the user.
I mean, to add to that point, it's a hero that relies on a cycle. So it's not just you.
Yes.
It's the whole team, how to utilize that window when you pop the Black Dragon form perfectly. And in this case, it looks catchy in the first, like, maybe 3 or 4 fights, but it looks really, really good once you get to the late game.
Because at the very end, we saw a little team fight on the top side of the map, and that was a make it or break it moment. And man, that was all Yuzong. That was all Lutfi on the Yuzong as well.
Here it is, man. It
And-
looks so good for EVOS up until
Yeah.
Skylar said, nah.
And what a way to secure your first ever MVP in an ONIC jersey, right? In the playoff! In the first game that they play!
Man.
Season 16!
The MPL arena roared at that play.
For both sides, by the way. Like, well, yeah, obviously for ONIC, when they made plays, but EVOS fans are in the building as well. And there are just so many really good moments. I just gotta say, this is probably our first real game of MLBB in the playoffs, and I'm glad to see it here.
Oh, man. And I think, I gotta say too, ONIC, the fact that they were enabled to make this comeback is also because of the fact that EVOS is not really playing their A game in the late game. They're not safe. Suelo, time to time, he's overextending a little bit.
Yeah.
And I can kind of understand that. He's up against a Hayabusa, which can cover a lot of
Lutfi?
ground. Sometimes he just catches you off guard. Like this time around, Lutfi can just go into your face and do as much damage as he wants to. As long as he's locking him down and also locks in the Petrified towards the perfect target, it is a sure kill, whether it's Albert or Suelo.
It must be so frustrating.
It is. It's extremely frustrating. And the thing is, we can go back and talk about, yeah, ONIC were much better. But they're not just better individually in terms of mechanics. They're better individually in terms of understanding what to do and having the confidence to do what they want to do. See, if you look at EVOS early on, how were they able to get so much success? They weren't scared. They were so open, so brave to make these big plays happen. To dive in, Randy, sway low as well, flickering in to get the first blood, right? Little things like this. But once you get to the mid to late game, once you see ONIC start doing a bit of damage, EVOS, even with their battle spells, they are so afraid to dive. They're so afraid to punish these small mistakes. They got hit by the ONIC name debuff, man.
Yeah.
But there's definitely potential there, right?
Yes.
This was a 20-minute game. This is one of the longer games that we've seen here in the playoffs, where everyone else had, what, a 13, 14, 15-minute game on average.
Finally, 20.
So there's potential there. There's a potential for EVOS. It looked like they really put up a fight. And how do they adjust from this, though? Because technically, you guys mentioned, even ONIC having the lesser draft, they were still able to win it. So what do EVOS do moving forward from this point?
less hesitation, I gotta say.
Yes.
Even though, to be fair, I think there are some occasions where EVOS, they think that ONIC's winning condition is just to bait out EVOS's resources first because it's a Hilda comp. You cannot pull the trigger first. You have to somehow bait out the resources from EVOS and strike back. And that's why EVOS was so hesitant in the late game. But nonetheless, you have to go for it, man. If you want to go for this kind of composition, which in a way, some of the heroes falls off in the late game, right?
Exactly.
The Alice, Esmeralda in a way too. And on the other side, you have Skylar, which has proven himself time to time to be that clutch guy. So you don't want to gamble on a late game Harith.
That's why for EVOS, it's all about how brave they can be in the late game, because when they have the battle spells, that's actually the time for you to bait out those resources. Yes, you will lose out on some battle spells, but that is the risk you have to take if you want to beat an ONIC that are playing in form like this, Sans recalling in your face, all that, as long as you bait out the Feather Airstrike, bait out the Zaman Force, you will still have a winning angle. And I think EVOS forgot about that. And I think that's also what Albert was saying to the boys right after the game ended. You saw them have a little bit of an argument there. I think he was saying to Erlan specifically, who's not on a comfort pick. We know him to play fighters. Yes, he can get, good on his signature fighters like the CC, but on the Esmeralda, this is his debut.
Yeah.
And you can clearly see how it's impacted him. He's not able to make those clutch plays that he was able to on the Granger, on other picks that we've seen before in the regular season as well. So I think right now for EVOS, to really push him to finally show his potential again, you got to put him on a comfort pick. And that might not be through playing the meta. It might be through what ONIC are doing. You get those comfort picks early, you put everyone on a signature, and you just battle it out.
That's why we were discussing about Erlan's last pick there, where the Esmeralda came in. Maybe the Lapu Lapu was an option that he could have gone for. But Esmeralda, why do you think the Esmeralda, was it the better pick in that composition?
Yeah. On paper, against a Harith, obviously the shields and all that. And really the only thing that you have to worry about is the Harith. That's the only real source of damage dealing that is consistent towards the Esmeralda. Far side, you can just juggle around the Feather Airstrike, Hayabusa. Normally, as a Hayabusa, you don't want to go to the Esmeralda himself or herself because that would be stupid. So that's why I think it is a good pick in a way, but also for Erlan, maybe not so much.
Fits the comp, fits the meta, doesn't fit the player.
I mean, they tried it. It didn't work out for them in that first game. So execution, I think, is one of the main highlights, and the hesitation as well for EVOS as they move forward to the next game, going back to the drawing board. But that's the thing again, because if we're coming into the second game, we can't expect a similar comp.
Out the Lunox as well, and this is where there's going to be some big problems, right? When they're not on their comfort picks, that's why ONIC really shut it down. They're like, okay, in the playoffs, it's different. It's not just about what meta picks you get. It's also, again, Lunox and Granger. Your comforts that you got 2 back-to-back wins with yesterday against Dewa, we're not letting you have it.
But at least EVOS, in the early game, their execution was really, really good, man. I cannot believe Keyboy, Sans, and Kari as a Meteor gets gapped against, not even Albert. Albert was not there. It's only Key and also Swallow. Swallow just dodging all the Sans skill shots. Kyrie was not able to punish the way that he usually is. By the way, rare underwhelming game from Kyrie on Hayabusa. Usually on Hayabusa, he's the guy that executes.
He sets the expectations too high.
I think at some point of the game, he was like 2 levels below of Albert as well.
3 levels
3
below.
levels at some point. It really was. Maybe, is it a unwell factor, maybe?
Might be, but
I think it was also because of the better early game draft for EVOS. They were able to punish a lot. It's just, again, they couldn't close out and they couldn't close down on the lead. They couldn't get over the 3K threshold. It was always held down by the individual farming of every single one of them.
As well as, earlier on, Sans on the Farsa.
Yeah.
He's playing a Farsa as if it wasn't a vulnerable hero.
See,
and I don't understand how that happens.
That's what I'm saying about the Farsa pick, we're talking here about it being vulnerable. Well, it's also the user, obviously, but that's the Farsa. That's the Farsa. That's why I wanted the Farsa for BTR instead of the Kagura.
And it's also, the same with Erlan point, right? Comfort over meta picks. Farsa might not be the most meta hero right now, but when you think of Sans, it's Farsa. When you think Farsa, it's Sans.
That's true. That's true. Even I think 2-3 seasons ago as well, Farsa has been one of the best heroes that Sans has utilized. But speaking of Sans, we're looking at yet another amazing mid laner, Sanji. Just got the award for MPLPH. How does Sanji compare to the rest of the mid laners in MPL Indonesia? And does anyone compare?
I mean, the closest is gotta be Sans. Mechanically, I gotta say, Sans has a bit of an edge towards Sanji, but the synergy with the team, with how much understanding that Sanji has over the macro, over the macro of TLPH, I think that puts Sanji over Sans currently for me.
Yeah, I agree. I think overall Sanji is the better player, but in terms of just purely mechanics, I think so. Also just a bit of more flair in game recalls. I think both of them have that undercover. But yeah, Suelo, Hijume, still a far shot. Moreno, depending on the day, depending on his mood, depending on, you know, a lot of different factors. He can be, like when he's at his peak, he's amazing. When you see him play like that earlier, you're like, oh man, he's not even better than Hijume.
Yeah, yeah. But we are looking at the story of Sans, the Gila Sans.
Welcome to the Sans.
And I think even earlier on in the interview that they had with Bude, was it with Bude earlier on? They're like, you know, I don't think Sans is human. And it really does make sense. Seeing his journey from the first time he locked in MPL Indonesia, the way that he changed roles and the way he performed on different roles. You could see that first.
All the way from MDL, by the way. That's MDL Season 1 with Victim. That was KB's coaching debut and his first ever trophy.
I don't know if you guys remember, but the debut of Sans was magical. I think he got like 4 game streaks of 0 death on 4 legendaries as well. On multiple heroes.
Season 5, yeah?
I forgot the exact season, but it was so good.
And that was on Jungle. Now he's a mid laner.
I think it was the Roger, Claude, Kimmy's. Those are the Sans' heroes.
So even back in the day, he was already an amazing player. And that's the thing about amazing players, right? Because a lot of the players that we're seeing in MPL Indonesia, they do really well in like the first few seasons. Then they really fall off.
Who are you talking about?
I'm not naming names. Not naming names.
It's English Desk, bro. Come on.
Still not naming names. But for Sans in particular, he's been around for quite some time. And he's still the golden standard of the mid laners here, especially in MPL Indonesia.
He's not the golden standard. He is the best mid laner to have ever touched the game in Indonesia.
Not just mid laner, the best player.
He's the best player that has ever touched the game for Indonesian. Yes, I agree. Even, no disrespect to the EVOS players who won M1, but like Sans on an individual level is ridiculously ahead of anyone, any other Indonesian. Because there's a monstrous region out there that we don't compare.
Yeah. we're already happy in our own world.
That's
we don't want to compare to outside.
We live in a bubble.
Our
There's
little
nothing
bubble.
outside of Indonesia.
Oh, Piala President. He won Piala President?
Oh.
Or did they get to go to Piala President?
For Season 3, it was ONIC Kage. It was still with Udil, so I don't think Sans was part of the Piala President run.
Or was he like
Not sure.
sub in the roster?
Don't think so. I think he was still...
With
Sans at any point of his life will not be benched.
okay. Must be nice.
Technically, he was benched by Albert.
I mean,
But wasn't he like sick?
just like 2 games, bro.
2 games, and then he became a mid laner. So technically, Albert forced him to... Oh, is that Mr. Dean KT?
OMG with Mr. Hamdan and Friska, and that's Sandy, and I do believe that's Budak in the team at Galaxy Zone. Guys, if you want to meet your idols, right? If you're a huge fan of Mr. Dan Kate, you guys can sit over in the Samsung Galaxy Zone if you use your Samsung Galaxy device.
So you're telling me if I use my S25 FE and go there, I can sit with them?
Yeah.
I can take a picture with Mr. Dean?
Yeah.
Do we
You can
call him
even take
Mr.
a
Dean?
picture of Dean.
Yeah. But wait, can we call him Dean? Or is he gonna be like, dude, what the heck? That's kind of weird. You
can
just
try.
call me Dayan, bro.
Say to his face.
You can
And
call
that's
him Kate.
Oh, Kate? KT?
Yeah.
So is KT because of Rek? R-E-K-T?
I think so.
But doesn't make sense because Rek is an actual word. Dean KT is just... Like
Yan.
He has the most memberships of anyone in Indonesia, right?
Yeah.
How does he keep them happy, man?
You wanna take a page out of his book?
Yeah.
There's a lot of things he does.
And there's a lot of things EVOS need to do after that game because it's like, damn, we really tried our best. We did everything that we could, and the portion of the game where we had power spikes, and still they held on. Skylar did that whole thing where he 1v3'd us.
So lane swap?
I don't know.
Side
You
swap?
want to lane swap? How do you lane swap?
Yeah, that's actually a good question.
I mean, like side swap.
Oh, okay.
Ah, okay. That makes more. Okay, side swap. It's like lane swap.
And they're playing like they're serious.
They're playing like they want to make it to M7, and okay, as expected, they do go on blue side. But I believe how difficult do ONIC still ban Lunox and Granger? Now that's the question. Do they still ban Lunox Granger?
I think so.
Like, is there a particular priority ban that you need to ban from red side in this meta? Not
And
really,
in the
right?
playoffs, no. In the playoffs, no. It's
Yeah.
all about respect. It's all about like
Exactly.
the opposing comfort.
So they should still be able to ban it out.
think so.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you don't
Or
ban Annie anymore.
Is this
maybe
an Adi ego thing?
dude, there was
Nah.
no ego in game one.
I don't think
I mean,
so,
for
bro.
game 2.
Bro, and I think
Let's
a little
bring-
bird with a rolly and is a Filipino told me that CW is doing the drafts,
That's pretty cool.
or rather has the final say because they all do drafts.
Okay. But do they do expanding rivers?
I think they do anything.
Okay.
Yeah, they're happy.
They go always.
Always, man. In rivers, in clouds, in broken things.
Bushes.
Yeah, especially bushes. They
Or
love
brushes, like Leo calls them. Brushes.
Leo hates Valentina, by the way. He wants to beat Valentina up.
He
in
likes
game.
Bane. He likes Bane.
He loves Bane.
He
Young
plays
man.
Beyblade.
Oh. Yes, sir. CC first pick.
Oh, there you
Goes.
go.
There you go. Okay.
So Lunox Stranger, they're still banned out.
Yeah, that
Even
ain't
on red side.
that ain't stopping anytime soon. Yuzong gets banned out too, though, by EVO. So at least they've taken something out. But the Arlet is up for grabs. They will go with Aerith. Hayabusa, bro.
Whoa.
Bro, it's pure comfort. Listen. But yes, there's a combo there. But what's that combo gonna do against a better team? That's what ONIC is thinking right now.
That's such a privilege, man.
It is. It is a ridiculous privilege, and it's the privilege that Coach Adi, CW, and Coach Greed have to play with.
Eterna can relate to that.
Oh yeah, and Wolf.
Yeah.
Again with this.
So what's gonna be the plan here for EVOS? I mean, it worked out. He actually played a good game in the early to mid game. Late game, I guess it's still pretty decent. He got baited a couple of times, but it has to be Kacha, right? You don't want to give out that Gato towards ONIC.
How prior was the YSS for Albert?
At this point, without the Yuzhong too, why not?
Among the planes exists.
No, not even.
Oh, okay, so they go for a very, very different approach. They go for the Eve. Interesting. And the box.
I mean, it's a comfort pick for Suelo, right? Suelo loved the Eve back when he was in Rebellion as well.
Yeah.
That's true.
So they will ban out Sans, and that's why, by the way, last game I wanted the Farsa to be banned over the Eve. They banned out Eve instead of the Farsa. I think you can deal with the Eve when Sans can't move like that, you know? But when he can move like that, he's gonna use it to not only deal damage to you in the game, but also mentally.
And also, I think Sans has kind of a beef with Yves too.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
drama.
Hey, he lost the M5 World Championship picking Eve in Game 7.
By the way, why the Franco ban?
Just the initial combo with the Baksha. Because that's an automatic
Baksha.
pickoff.
Yep.
It's so cheesy and you have to ban it, like it or not. And finally, we see Baksha Pryo, right? But the thing is, ONIC, it seems like they're not playing with the comps that they have in the first phase. They don't feel like they're playing against a Baksha. They just completely ignore that. So maybe we have a mid laner that can punish that? I don't think
Might
so.
not be, yeah. I think they're... Oh, they banned a Helker. That's pretty good.
By the way, Kimmy is open.
Against the Baksha, usually you don't want to ban the Kimmy. It would be strange if they do. Because I think out of all the mid laners right now, they should be a bit happier going up against Kimmy than the others, right? I would much rather have the Farsa banned out still.
For me, if I were EVOS, I would just ban out another roamer or maybe like other heroes
Kalea?
that dive towards Suelo, because that's been the problem, right? Suelo getting picked up quite a bit of times.
Brock is banned. Hilda is banned.
Kalea.
Okay, yeah,
Lead
I like the
pick.
Farsa ban. Really like the Farsa ban. ONIC can still go Kalea, yes, but the Gato Kacha is still up for grab. But again, by the way, ONIC have not cared about the Gato Alice combo and now the CC
Yeah, no.
Gato combo. Like
You
they're
wanna-
saying to Key, go for it, dude.
Do you want to bring back the Cho?
Well, they go Juice in first. I can't believe that was open all the way, but looking at the matchup and how the E was pried early, makes sense. Now let's see if Sans can win in this matchup, because so far Hijume has been showing levels to every Juice in.
Claude?
For?
Erlan.
For EVOS.
Claude is actually not bad against the Harith, against the Lapu Lapu, but the Jusins.
Oh, do you want to Esmeralda again?
Whoa, Boxer
Okay.
roam. So it should be with this CC goal, and then they go XP lane.
If they want to be honest, super honest front to
Esme?
back, Esmeralda
Yeah.
would be good.
Wait, actually, Esme is ridiculous. I love the Esmeralda against Lapu Lapu too.
Again for Erlan or
No, for
PC
XP.
goals?
Oh,
Alice.
okay, they are just gonna pick Rendy, the Alice 24/7.
Oh man.
Now
Like,
I'm not a fan of the Boxia.
I guess against a Jushin, it's a bit easier to punish. And you don't really have that initial combo with the Baksha, right? Normally you
Yeah.
want to have some kind of burst damage to pair off with a sealed unity, but you don't have that here. Coach Ari, do you want to go for comfort again? Bring
Oh
back
my
the
God.
Cho, please.
Do you
Keyboard?
really want to go Cho against this?
Yes, I don't care. You said comfort over meta.
But not like that, you know? Like, they still need some solid fundamentals. Yes, comfort over meta, but it's not just like, oh, let's go Cho, and then Ling, and then
No.
Beatrix. No, they go Khalid.
I think this is the same case. I like EVOS' draft better.
I agree. It's if you close out the names, EVOS have won twice in the draft, but you see the names and you're like, dang, it's ONIC.
So EVOS with the better draft again for game number 2 as we're inching closer and closer to match point. Can ONIC get it done? Casters, take us to game number 2.
It is game 2 of ONIC against EVOS still in the International Derby. ONIC showing levels to this game, but it feels like the drafts has always been won by EVOS, and I feel like our panelists share the same feeling.
Let's see. It's going to be round 2 between ONIC and EVOS. International Derby, Lana Dawn. Will ONIC double their lead right here? Or perhaps we might see EVOS equalize in this best of 5.
So we saw EVOS pick up the Baxia, and we thought it was going to go jungle, right? A lot of control, obviously, with the Baxia. Quick rotations as well. But it ends up being a roam Baxia. Still comfort for Albert with the Yisun Shin. And then Rendy. An Alice Merchant, or rather, spamming the Alice 24/7. Feels like, again, comfortability is number 1. Emblems by Games Max. Gusset Blast for the Baxia. Shirley, rotational plays, helping clear the wave too. And going for agility there for the Juicin in the hands of Sans. We saw a few Juicins today. Go for the pull yourself together, but I feel like Sans also needs to match up Key's movements around the map. But the mid prior the Gani, I feel like with the Khalid and the Juicin, it's kind of, you know, it kind of favors ONIC quite a bit, but, you know, EVOS, they have rounded themselves up with a very solid draft, especially now. CC down bottom and the Yves as well. Very strong picks for both players. Well, Rendy, he is kept company here. He's just gonna bully Lippy back as the Alice pretty strong at this stage of the game. Albert has level 4, so he might have access to the Mountain Shocker. Vision could be opened, especially with the Baxia. So the vision game from EVOS is actually very, very strong. And even Key is posing up top, or rather down bottom, in this bush.
Very natural rotation so far here from both teams, I gotta say. Nothing too crazy, nothing out of the ordinary though. Key has to spend his regen. Now, Keyboy looking for a move in the bottom side. That's gonna be the flicker again spent. Now with ONIC though, clearing the turtle, that's just gonna be a clean neutral objective take for ONIC. That's gonna be the Lapu Lapu though. Uh-oh, jumping. The box will be popped. That's going to be Lutfi flickering out. Rendy jumping in. Keyboy no flicker will be the first one to fall in this game. Will EVOS collect more? It seems like the sidestep from Lutfi will be enough. And that's a turtle for a kill.
We all thought it was going to be worth it for ONIC to trade Keyboy's flicker with the turtle, but the EVOS, they collapse on towards Keyboy. And even Lutfi was also ready with the Bravest Fighter as well, so it was supposed to be worth it for ONIC, but now, you know, the kill goes on to Rendy, so whatever. And ONIC, I would still want to pressure even more towards the jungle of EVOS. We're going to take that green camp for Kyrie. And speaking of Kyrie, in that Hayabusa game in Game 1, we expected him to farm fast because the Hayabusa obviously good clear, fast farming patterns too. With the quad shadow, he can move around, but he was constantly pressured by the Gatot Kacha and the Alice. A lot of pressure exerted towards him. So he wasn't really able to shine as much as you would like him to be. But at least in this game, you know, there isn't really the pressure of that Gatot Kacha in the hands of Ki. But the Paxia might still do the same thing. Look at him just counter jungling with Keyboy by his side. The Khalid now kind of acts almost like the Hilda, but it is just much more oppressive with the CC that it has and the sustainability too. Almost like a Hilda, I'd say. And honest prediction by Gope, 69% for ONIC.
Wow, that's the big one. Second neutral objective take here. With a setup like this, Albert level 6, Kai level 7. Albert is slightly behind here, but ONIC should not be gun-shy here and triggering, pulling the trigger for that turtle.
Skylar's just gonna farm 6 levels for both gold laners. The objective spawns, and now EVOS, they kind of want to fight this as well because they have so much control again with the Eve, with the box, the RWM, plus that Mountain Shocker. Good space to zone out the players of ONIC. They have to be wary on where they will step. Lutpi, though, will have the chance to dive into the back. However, it's a CC, right? So you have to be careful. Rendy is pushing Skylar back.
Wow, beautiful farming pattern. Kyrie's now level 8.
Twilo.
That's going to be Swalo going back with the Mount Shocker, though. Albert trying to do something. Keyboy finds a 3-man raising stun, so no follow-up, though. Lutfi triggering back. That's going to be Lutfi very low. Still able to get out, but Rendy now will reposition in the back. That's going to be Shadow Kill distributed to 4 members. And Albert finds the kill on towards Kai. That's going to be Albert taking the Lord. EVOS striking back here in the second turtle. Take a look in the mid lane. He isolated, will be taken down. Lutfi has the final laugh, but man, oh man, what a long fight.
Well, I'm quite baffled as how Kyrie was picked off right there. Did he quad shadow back to Shadow? Did he just misstep? I can't quite conclude that. We'll have to get a replay for that, but yeah, Kyrie falling right there just made it even worth it for EVOS. But look at the gold lead still swinging in the hands of ONIC. 600k, rather 600, excuse me, 600k is a lot. But yeah, Kyrie, we're gonna farm fast. It feels like it's the same story again with the Hayabusa in hands of Kyrie. Albert gets a lot of prio with the Yisun Shin. And he farms very, very fast. His teammate is always behind him. And Kyrie with the Hayabusa. Gonna need more avenues to go in. Quelo.
Quelo will not survive that one. Shadow kill this time around will be enough to take him down. Take a look at Sans with the flicker. He's able to find the outplay. Gila Sans with Keyboy trying to hold on. Will not be able to. And now looking for the counter play. That's going to be a knockup from Sans, but not enough to take this Boxia down.
This Boxia is tanky, man. Very, very tanky. That was a trade towards Keyboy. Only a single kill towards Swalo, which I think is quite worth it as well for ONIC. Now glowing one secured. So again, that extra bit of anti-heal for EVOS. The Chusen has it as well. Now, Lapu in the hands of Lutpi. I think it'll be the catalyst for most of the fights that's going to happen for ONIC. Again, having to dive. Because the Yve, when it opens up the box, the RWM, he is quite vulnerable. And then you have the Khalid who can dive in. And then you can have Lutpi. It's the Lapu to just jump into the back. And with all CC immune, I think he wouldn't really care about the RWM, right? But still, he has to be careful. Turtle spawns now, and ONIC is where they will try to get this back. But Randy, look at him, just screening away ONIC.
Wow, that's a great move from EVOS. Now Lutpi looking for a flank. That's going to be Lutpi stunning Albert down under the turtle. Kai finds it able to take the turtle down. Now let's see the fight. Sans with a Crimson Beacon key very low. Should be taken down here. That's going to be one member of ONIC. Lutpi taken down. Now Erlon trying to hold on with the benches. Not able to as Kai 3 finds the connection to take the double. Oh! What? Comes back in. Rendy though still composed and will get out of that situation.
How did he get there? The Hayabusa suddenly pops out of nowhere. Laura accurate Kakashi just spawning out of nowhere. but that was right on time, and Kyrie was able to get a lot of value from that replay by Samsung Galaxy S25 FE. This was initially a good fight because Lapu Lapu or Lupi was able to stun Albert and render him immobile. But look at that shadow kill. Plus, on top of the Zaman Force, Skylar was able to deal the damage. And why did I say it was so worth it? Because the Sky Piercer arrived on time for that fight for Kyrie. He's now on 20 stacks, I believe. 20 or 30 stacks will have to get confirmation, but as of now, ONIC, they're not stopping down the tempo.
For Sans Pons here, he knocked up. Real Word Motivation committed. That's going to be key going down
no.
first. 2 members off here. That's going to be
Oh,
Randy taken down as well. Now it's not a fair fight, but Skylar will be the trade. It's a 5v4 now as ONIC, they have something left in their tanks. Finds their lawn. Suelo isolated and will be taken down. 4 members of EVOS are down and dead as ONIC will take more of the space.
We're talking about Kyrie playing Hayabusa in this series with a lot of constraints. He wasn't able to farm properly. He wasn't able to outclass Albert, at least in game number 1. Game number 2, he's now steamrolling. That's 40 stacks on the Sky Piercer and more will come. And that is very good against the strong lineup from EVOS. Keyboy has to run.
No flicker. That should be a free kill. They can't stop that, but take a look at the Lord. It's Prio to buy ONIC. The distraction, but ONIC, they're being patient here. EVOS might take the... They reclaim the river.
Wait.
With the 5v4 now. That's a stun kite! Caught! That's going to be the Lord free. Take a look at the mid lane. Lupi isn't able to find the connection. 2 members off the board earlier for ONIC and EVOS. They will take it.
That is so strange. ONIC, they are not familiar with making mistakes, but I think that was a bit of a slip-off coming in from them.
Yeah.
Kyrie, I think he shifted back to that Cloud Shadow, but it was on top of an Alice ult. He was immobilized, he couldn't move anywhere, and that was also the Lord on half HP. So when EVOS were able to clear that front line and get a few members of ONIC, they went onto the Lord, and that was as easy as ABC. Easiest Lord for EVOS. It's gonna spawn up top. ONIC, how will they respond to this? And Kyrie, he loses a stack of that Sky Piercer, but it's all gonna be okay. But not okay for ONIC because EVOS, they have Prio in all 2 lanes. I mean, look at the CC down bottom just farming. Game fact by Gope with 8 assists in game 2. Keyboy officially becomes the player with the most assists in MPL ID since 16. Rather than MPL ID, it seems like we'll have to take a look at that again, but as of now, ONIC, wow, they have to hold EVOS's roar.
Yeah, that's going to be the mid-structure falling. Keyboy, oh, stunned up, taken down! You got to be careful, Keyboy! That's going to be ONIC now, 5v4. They commit the fight with the 7 Force. No, Key receiving a lot of damage, will survive! Tyler will be the one to fall as the EVOS, they will roar this time. Take a look at the gold gap now. It is heavily for the White Tigers.
My God, EVOS challenging the Sky Kings. Their fangs are sharp, ready to bite back. They roar to life. With that single blunder in the Lord Pit, they translate it into even more. This is a snowball now coming in from EVOS. And ONIC a bit in pandemonium, upheaval, and chaos. Taking down all the core members of ONIC and EVOS. Now they will sit comfortably with this 3.2k gold lead. Where do they go from here now? Because EVOS, again, so much control. Rendy, on top of that, is going to be very careful. Sans has to pop the ultimate.
Great reaction to pop that Crimson Beacon, but that's it as well for EVOS. 40 seconds on the clock here for the next Lord to spawn and EVOS. All they gotta do to equalize and get this game is stay composed. If you check at the items, take a look at the items, right? BOD on its way for Albert.
Yeah.
ONIC, they got to stay disciplined.
He wants maximum damage. Even the Boxer going for the Twilight Armor. Physical damage reduction. Or rather, physical defense, excuse me. And Divine Glaive for Suelo Kyrie. Gotta be careful, man.
Trying to beat out the Watch Shadow here.
The backup's coming.
The backup is definitely coming. Watch Shadow popped. Now with the jukes, Kai made it out. ONIC looks for a counterplay as the Lord is now up in the bottom side of the map, and both teams will disengage to shift their focus towards that part of the map.
And Kyrie has to reset here. He was taken down quite low. He's gonna go back. He's not gonna clear the top side wave though. They're gonna fight in the mid lane, however, that's just a little bit of a skirmish. And EVOS, they call dibs on this Lord.
Will they blitz this or will they play it patient? Now that they have the far lane, the Lord will be resetted surely, right? But Lutpi denied the reset. Real world relation pop Lutpi. Oh my goodness, the Lord is now committed and will be taken down by Albert. They got Lutpi, they got Kai, and they got Keyboy, and they got the Lord.
The heavens break into two. The skies come falling down as the White Tigers roar to life. ONIC on the back foot, backs against the wall. EVOS looking for the equalizer. The crystal is exposed, and the minion is coming.
They want to end now. They don't want to wait for the Lord. They do have enough firepower to do it. My goodness, EVOS. They strike back and make the series into a 1-1.
EVOS, with their grit and their efforts, are able to defy the laws of the skies. The Sky Kings left speechless in game 2. It was all set up for them, for ONIC to succeed in that game. Kyrie was steamrolling with that Sky Piercer. He was going in, destroying each and every EVOS member. But I think that was the blunder in the Lord.
Keyboy taken down.
Keyboy taken down. They looked...
And they hesitated.
They hesitated. They looked desynchronized.
Yeah.
Not on the same page. You gotta ask these questions because ONIC is a team known to be in the same page. On the same page, excuse me. And a few mistakes leading to another mounts up to become EVOS a success. Beautiful game 2, recovering from a horrendous early to mid game. And is this where it gets real? Is this going to be the momentum shift for EVOS, capitalizing on this win? And even in the regular season, in the international derbies, you could see EVOS picking up game wins, right, against ONIC, and this seems to be the same case in the playoffs. And they knew they had to go in for the biggest prize in the Land of Dawn, and that was the crystal. That was the end. Man, Albert though, with the Yi Sun Shin.
Wow.
Moving mad. ONIC, they need to reset.
Yeah.
And EVOS, this is their time to pounce back. Panelists, what do you think?
ONIC have learned the hard way that their run here in the upper brackets is not going to be as easy as EVOS strike back. The White Tigers strike back for game number 2 to equalize the series. Unpack this for us, boys.
I mean, we said the better draft was on EVOS, dude. Like, they had a better draft. ONIC just needed to play better, and they did up until that Lord. One mistake. I mean, throughout the game, you could already see how much easier it was to execute for EVOS. It was just that, again, ONIC were just so much better at picking up those small little, mistakes, punishing them, and then getting the lead. But you make one mistake, Kyrie gets shut down, and it just instantly changes everything. It makes the easier to execute composition, bang, a click happens, and then even the comfort for Erlan. He was on Esmeralda. It's a fighter, it's meta, it's a comfort. We've never seen it on him. CC, on the other hand, something we also expected in game number 1, but it was banned out, unfortunately, comes out, and you can see how much more comfortable, how much braver he is in this game.
I think one of the point that ONIC trying to emphasize in that draft earlier is the mid trio, right?
Yep.
The Khalid, the Jushin that does not lose at all in the
Yep.
mid. And also the fact that in the opposing side, it's a Baxia and also a Eve. That's just a playing ground for Kyrie. And it was, But when you get to the big fights, when you get to the 5v5, it becomes a whole new playing field. And shout out to Albert, always performing his best performance for EVOS. No matter how bad the team is playing, he's always there, man.
And that's why he deserves the player of the game presented to you by the official tournament smartphone Samsung Galaxy S25 FE. Even in game number 1, despite them losing it, he was still able to keep things toe-to-toe. Very, very clean, very close as well. And in game number 2, because of that space that was given, He only died once, by the way.
Yeah.
617 on the YSS.
He's always really good. Again, this is why I think something that Albert has in his arsenal that Kyrie doesn't this season is the fact that Albert is just as good on utility as he is on assassins. His retribution is always on point when he's on those Fredrins, Bakshas, and on the Lee Sin-shin, obviously you get this performance. So it made ONIC think of the Baksha as a utility jungle. They let their guard down, and that's why the Lee Sin-shin came in, and it kind of shocked them, right? Like, they weren't expecting the Lee Sin-shin to come through here. They weren't expecting this from EVOS. And it was also kind of like, I think, a little bit of rustiness on Key's side on the Baksha. A couple of times he was just like playing like a normal roamer, not really just the body up front. And that's why Suelo died a few times early.
I mean, to be fair, Suelo didn't really play that
Yeah,
good of a game either, man. A lot of questionable RWMs. This is one of them, man.
Yeah.
Like, still though, it is, at the end of the day, a winning matchup for Suelo towards the Jushin. It's a winning matchup for Airline against the Harris. It's a winning matchup too, you know,
For Alice.
to be honest, for Alice.
Yeah.
So they drafted 3 losing lanes against EVOS. I think it's kind of a disrespect. Also, a belief towards the player. It's a mix of both. But
Yeah.
EVOS, oh no, I mean, ONIC cannot do this again. You have to put some more respect towards these players, especially Albert.
Absolutely, and you'd think they'd learn this pattern from the regular season. I think Realize mentioned it as well, that they lost a few games here and there against EVOS. But this really is a wake-up call, not just for the players, but also for the coaching staff as they're drafting from Game 1 and Game 2 into Game 3.
Yeah, I think more so than the players though, because it does seem like the plan is all of them thinking about it together. Again, when we talk about ONIC in the draft as well, it's not just the pure coaching staff decision now. I think the players have a lot of say as well as to what gets picked, and then the coach is like, all right, if you are really confident playing this, let's go for it. Because the proper amount of respect has been given. It's not like they're giving away the Lunox, the Rangers away in the draft. Well, not yet at least, right? They have proper respect. Yes, the picks look disrespectful, but it is the comfort that got them the win in game number 1. So it was just the players losing track of what made them so successful in game number 1, what made them so successful in the early game of this game, and that throw happened. The lead walked up, way too aggressive bottom lane, Kai got shut down, Lord gets taken, everything swung back.
Yeah.
And it just pushes our agenda of saying, yeah, EVOS have had the better drafts from game 1, game 2, especially here in game 2. Only thing we didn't like was the Baksha, and hey, good itemization. The Twilight Armor, once he got that, unkillable.
Yeah, literally. I mean, Skylar has a lot of burden on his back in this game. He's the only sole, I guess, like consistent damage dealer.
Yeah.
And you can't really solve all these problems, all these frontliners at the same time.
Exactly.
You have Alice, you have CC, you have Baksha in front of you.
Yeah.
Like, you cannot do that, especially with the fact that he hasn't secured a Divine Glaive just yet. I would have preferred a rush towards it before the Holy Crystal. but
Agreed.
yeah, it is what it is. I mean, you can see, in the early game, Keyboy had a massive, or it should have been massive, Raging Sandstorm towards 3, but
No
the
follow-up.
fact that, yes, no follow-up, and, you know, not much damage that ONIC can follow it up either.
Yeah, what were they banking on? Only Sans as well. I guess the Lapu Lapu can dish out that burst damage, no?
They're banking on just winning out the early game so hard and
The bit
outclassing their opponents
snowball
so
for
that they
me.
can, so that they can purely go off momentum. Which is Evo's thing to do, by the way, usually. But now we're seeing it from ONIC, yeah. The Baksha is also technically a way to deal with the Harith, if you're thinking about it now, right? Because like we were talking about how, okay, we don't want Kimi on the other side just because, again, the Baksha is good against the Kimi. It's as good against the Harith. Harith, once a man force, not enough to take him down to half HP after Twilight Armor. Even if he went Divine Glaive, Sheffin, he would have the penetration, but not the base damage. So it's a lose-lose for Harith, for Skylar here. They needed both, and they needed that snowball early for that.
But it didn't happen.
Yeah.
Huh, unfortunate. I guess the snowball was expected as well because Hayabusa, Kyrie made snipers, right?
They expected to stomp through, and then the shutdown came in. Boom.
Boom.
Half your stacks, or not half, but like, yeah, big chunk of your stacks
Yeah.
gone. Big chunk of the momentum gone. Map control gone. And you need all that. Again, like, if you have losing lanes, you can't actually play in the side lanes. You saw Kyrie play in the side lanes almost getting soloed
By Baxia.
By Baxia. He doesn't win those.
They should have.
Yeah.
Unfortunate chain of events for ONIC, but this is a step in the right direction for EVOS.
I think it's a step in the same direction because they were already on the right path. They don't need to change anything too drastic. It's just comfort picks here for Airline instead of the Esmeralda, right? Little things here. Now the question is for EVOS, what if the CC gets banned again? Now you're going to be on red side. ONIC will definitely take the blue side away, seeing that, you know, blue side is so far the winning side. CC is going to be banned on the left with the Granger, with the Lunox. What other pick do you have? Is it just those three?
We'll see.
Here are the itemization and the timings as well. Does anything need to be highlighted here?
Not too much.
Sky Piercer, yeah. We touched on it, but yeah. Early Sky Piercer, second item. That's about it though, yeah. It's quite normal.
Maybe I guess the fact that Sans went for a complete Clock of Destiny. Usually when you're playing Jushin, you want to save the Elegant Gem until the end, and then you build the Clock of Destiny. So you see Sans wanted a bit more sustainability, knowing with the fact that they're down by that much. They want to play the kiting game, they want to play the safe game, but didn't work out in the end. And also the Blood Wings too. So both mid laners are playing kind of safe, knowing that the dive is coming from the Lapu Lapu, the Khalid, and also the Hayabusa, and that's why he built the Warrior Boots instead of like maybe Penetration, or maybe Demon's Shoes, or maybe like cooldown shoes. You want to have that sustain for you to not get bursted down by the physical damage.
Suelo straight into last item winner crown too. Really good. Again, just like highlighting it a little bit here. It was going to be his 4th item, so he's had enough utility, has enough penetration as well. Just wants to go for a bit more defensive, and yeah, other than that, it's really just everything is pretty standard.
All right. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Bear that in mind as we head over to game number 3 very, very soon. Again, a lot of expectations from the talents, especially when we looked at the predictions earlier on. There were a lot of, 3-0s. But now, with this fight back from the White Tigers, and especially how close game number 1 was, this is getting really exciting. I thought this was going to be a snooze fest, a one-sided match.
Yeah, I expected that too, more so than match 1. But turns out match 1 was a snooze fest. Match 2 is the good one.
Snooze fest for you. I was having a good time.
I was too.
But
that was fun.
It was just stomps, and then like when BTR won, it was a stomp.
Fair.
It's like this one's like boom, bang, bam, bada bing,
Well, I just like that you're miserable.
Me too.
Guys, your teams don't make it to playoffs, man. Like
That's why.
That's why we want you to be miserable as well.
Exactly.
the thing is, this happens every season, so it's like
Miserable together.
nothing is special anymore.
Wait, what? Every season?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
BTR.
Oh, I thought you mean PL because we won like 2.
This girl, bro.
Wanna
Privilege,
get out
man.
there.
Privilege. He's all of a sudden an alter ego fan now.
Privilege is realized. Bandwagoning on ONIC success.
Whoa,
Hey,
realize.
that's privilege.
Take that like a good boy.
Realize cannot be privileged
Why?
Why?
because he's Jawa like me.
What? What do you? Of course you can. What do you mean?
I can't speak that. I can't fix that. Miracle, fix that.
No, it's fine, man. I have the pass.
He does have the pass. So
He
technically,
does.
like out of everyone here,
I have like
half a pass.
15% of
15?
Wait,
You're 15% Jawa?
yes. No, 12.5.
So I have 0%. So I'm gonna shut up.
Yeah. All right.
You wanna move on?
We're moving on. We're moving
We're
on.
staying here.
No,
No,
we're moving on to Alyssa because it looks like she has an update for us.
What you got? What you got?
Get it.
Kalau biasanya ada hoki bude di sini, ada pemenang dari GoPay Games yang hoki banget bersama Alisa dan Habibi. Halo. Boleh dong disapa-sapa dulu nih penonton MPL, nonton kamu banyak banget loh. Oke, jadi teman-teman, Habibi ini adalah pemenang dari GoPay Games, dimana kayaknya Habibi dapat motor, bener?
Iya kak, dapat motor.
Wow, udah nyampe di rumah motornya? Boleh diceritain gak sih gimana kamu bisa dapetin motor itu?
Jadi itu saya lagi jalan-jalan ya.
Oke.
Saya itu lagi nyoba-nyoba gitu.
Boleh deketin lagi mic-nya. Oke.
Lagi nyoba-nyoba untuk nyepin well di GoPay Games.
Oke.
Lagi saya nyoba di spin di GoPay Games, saya mendapatkan motor.
Itu unexpected, kamu gak nyangka banget tuh.
Gak nyangka
Terus
banget.
ekspresinya pertama waktu dapat gimana?
Saya sih kaget kak, habisnya senang.
Oh seneng dong ya pastinya. Tapi kamu emang sering top up di GoPay Games?
Sering
Sering top up tuh buat apa? Buat main apa tuh?
buat main Mobile Legends.
Wih, buat main Mobile Legends. Emang kamu ngikutin MPL juga?
Iya.
Siapa tim favoritnya?
EVOS kak.
EVOS fans, wow. Ini rame banget, kamu berarti salah satu dari pendukungnya EVOS. Gimana tadi ngelihat gameplay mereka nih?
Bagus banget sih kak, beneran.
Bagus banget ya. Kamu yakin gak kira-kira tim kesayangan kamu ini bakal jadi juara dan mewakili M7 mungkin?
Mungkin banget.
Mungkin banget ya. Oke, jadi ini sangat unik karena kamu bisa mendapatkan motor listrik juga dari top up di GoPay Games dan caranya gampang banget ya, tinggal langsung spin the wheel aja. Jadi kalian buruan kalau misalkan di rumah nih yang mau top up diamond, langsung aja kalian bisa banyakin tokensnya di GoPay Games dan di situ nanti kalian bisa spin wheel juga dan bisa menang ya kayak Habibi ya. Tapi Habibi Alisa pengen nanya juga nih, kalau kamu sendiri waktu main GoPay Games itu ada kesulitan gak sih buat top up?
Sebenarnya sih nggak ada kak, karena langsung dari GoPay-nya langsung dan bisa tinggal pakai sidik jari.
Oke, tinggal pakai sidik jari. Asa mau tanya, kalau motornya udah beneran sampai di rumah boleh kasih lihat gak sih ke penonton? Kayak kita semua kepo gak sih pengen lihat ya motor listrik yang Habibi dapatkan. Ayo kita cek ya. Ini beneran real loh guys, Habibi udah dapat sendiri motornya dan masih banyak lagi pemenang juga dan masih ada kesempatan pastinya ada 5 motor listrik dan 5 smartphone yang bisa kalian dapetin dengan top up di GoPay Games. Kumpulin tokensnya dan nanti kalian bisa spin wheel juga. Wow, boleh kasih lihat ya, sudah sampai loh di rumahnya Habibi. Habibi udah dipakai kemana aja nih untuk motornya?
Cuma jalan-jalan doang sih kak.
Oh cuma jalan-jalan aja, keliling komplek aja?
Iya.
Oke, ke sekolah pakai motor juga?
Nggak boleh kak sama
Oh
sekolahnya.
nggak boleh ya, masih RH. Oke, ini seru banget. Nanti bisa juga ya buat sobat Superfans yang ada di rumah juga. Dan download aplikasi baru GoPay, dompet andalan MPL karena ada banyak banget damage-nya. Hanya kurang dari 5 motor dan 5 smartphone yang bisa para Superfans dapatkan. Jangan lupa makanya untuk vote tim jagoan kalian di playoff dan vote your champion dari aplikasi GoPay dan pastinya kumpulin tokennya. Dan kalian bisa langsung menang dan berkesempatan kayak Habibi. Boleh dong ucapin terima kasih buat GoPay Games gak sih Habibi?
Terima kasih GoPay Games. Saya telah mendapatkan motor dari GoPay Games. Saya sangat berterima kasih.
Sangat berterima kasih ya. Thank you so much GoPay Games dan terus top up. Jangan lupa dukung dan voting kesayangan kalian dan kita akan melihat apakah EVOS atau dari EVOS atau ONIC nih yang menang habis ini.
Pasti EVOS lah.
Pasti EVOS lah. Kita akan lihat apakah EVOS Waves ataukah Sonic yang akan merayakan kemenangannya hari ini. So panelis silakan take it over.
Wow, congratulations to Habibi for winning that electric
Habibi.
motor cycle through GoPay Games. If you guys want to be like Habibi, don't forget to vote for your champion, all right? Thank you so much to Alyssa for that check-in.
That's Bomb Bomb Jr.
Bomb Bomb
Junior.
That's really cute. Yeah.
They
He's
need,
an
a,
EVOS
they need a
fan,
picture
so-
together. They need a picture together. They're EVOS
Yeah.
fans, yeah.
Preferably with the bike as well.
With the bike.
And then Bomb Bomb's bike.
I.
Huh?
What do you say?
Bomb Bomb's bike too.
Oh, okay. I thought you said that Bomb Bomb riding on it, which is.
Bro, what the hell, this guy? Put him in black and white again, man. Bomb Bomb, do it to him. This is karma for
sorry.
all the days where he
Sorry,
got black
Mr.
and white.
Bomb Bomb.
Okay, the treatment.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
It's all right, you know. I think I won't ever be joining you because we're winning this season.
Sure.
That's what you say every season.
Exactly.
I mean, once in a while, it's gonna happen, right?
At some point.
Yeah.
It happened for TL.
If you're immortal, if you can hold out for another 200 years.
Nah,
maybe.
I'm
What?
changing my
200
identity
years.
and supporting a different team.
Really?
Nah, of course not. BTR to forever, man. Best team in the world. Unless they disband, and that's not on me.
You know what? What if they disband right now? Which team you jump ship off to?
He'll jump ship to UBS Gold, right? Because he wants to secure a proper future.
Exactly.
That's not allowed.
Why?
Why not?
That's too easy. You gotta struggle a little, Eterna.
Why?
You gotta struggle a little.
Yeah, she
No,
doesn't know the
no.
privilege right now.
No. Be
How ma-
privileged
How
with
much
UBS
gold
Gold.
do you have right now?
A lot.
When did you buy gold?
When there was the vending machine.
Oh, okay, so it should be good because right now gold just dipped and it's time to actually buy. So guaranteed 100% authentic, 100% safe, and 100% profitable. Come on, start saving with UBS Gold Bars today. With just 200,000 IDR, you can already start saving with UBS Gold Bars.
And it's super convenient because...
It's here, Eterna.
No. I have my own.
You have here.
Wait, is this it?
See?
Not this one.
See?
Yeah.
This is not mine.
There you go.
Oh
Yes.
my lord, dude.
You know? I'm not.
You're right about the privilege.
I'm saying, man.
I
I'm
thought
not
you were
just-
joking. I thought it was just a joke.
Yeah, it's
I've-
actually real.
A lot in my save.
We know. We know. You don't have to.
A lot of those or a lot of the... 'cause
A lot
like,
of these.
That's too little for you, right? You have like the big bars, right?
No, but that's the cool thing about UBES Gold, because they keep it in cards like this.
That's the small ones. The big ones are still like...
This is
bars.
0.1 grams.
Oh, this is pretty massive.
Sure.
Yeah.
That is massive. Yeah, you're right.
Pretty big, right?
It is a big value, right?
Yeah.
It's like not about the size, it's about how much value it is to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like how it isn't just about the big drafts, it's about
The small
how
draft.
you
No.
how
Oh.
you utilize the drafts.
Oh, okay.
And how I utilize my drafts is I pop up on any pick I get. Why? Because I have this right here.
I actually do need this one.
Exactly. Why? Does your hands get wet?
Yeah, I get sweaty a little easier.
Okay, so this is what you do, right?
Okay.
You open it up
Okay.
from the box. You
Okay.
open it up here, and then
Okay.
just do this.
Okay.
So to all you disgusting people who use your nose oil,
Let me get that. Let me get
Nose?
Nose.
Wait, nose oil?
yeah, they do this.
Let me get that.
They do this
Oi.
before the game.
Huh?
Yeah, they do this before the game.
That's a thing?
Give me that. Give me that. A galaxy, bro.
that. Oh.
Yeah. Hey, what?
Oh my
Okay,
God.
let me get this. See, dude, it's actually so smooth. Like seriously, I don't know how to explain it to you guys, but it's so smooth. Here, right
It's like swiping on air.
here.
What's the other thing?
Huh?
What's the other thing?
Oh, there are finger sleeves here, but we actually only have the royal dust. So here, one for you. I'll take the big one. You take.
Why is this so big? Oh,
what-
there's sizes.
Yes, there are.
This one's huge.
That one. Well, this one is huger.
Oh. You have the smallest one.
Wow, so funny.
But if this is lore accurate, we should trade Miracle.
Oh, what the heck?
Right?
Because
There we
she's the
go.
big game player in MLBB.
There we go.
Oh wow.
It's humongous.
Oh, it's MPL certified. It's also used by pro players, guys.
Yeah, they
so
use it on stage, by the way, chat.
Just enjoy the 70% discount.
Uh-huh.
Go towards the website or any marketplace.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I actually want to
Check it out.
I'm bringing this
Because
home.
don't forget that with every purchase of the Royals card, you guys will be able to get a gaming card, and it contains MLBB diamonds. So you improve your gameplay, but you also improve your coolness with skins, I guess.
So this is 30 grams, 60 grams, and 120 grams.
I'm a 120 kind of girl.
What's that?
120 grams.
Ah, okay. Well, I am a sleeve man.
Oh,
Like
it
my
smells
sleeves.
good too.
Is it? Does it? Oh.
I'm glad you're enjoying the
Aw.
Royal Guard, man.
Ooh.
Your segment with Gani and Arashi yesterday. Your segment with Gani and Arashi yesterday was kind of for this.
Oh.
It's interesting. Whoa!
Whoa, the EVOS fams!
And the Sonics.
And the Sonics, that's Lydia.
Lydia. Seems like we're getting close to getting back into the draft, so it's time. They're celebrating right now. Well, they're just vibing. Actually, it's not celebrating. Vibing.
I wonder, it's symbolism.
Symbolism.
To what?
It's hope.
Hope.
Yeah.
Hope?
After BTR shattered my hope, there's still another team in Indonesia who can rise.
Man, look at that energy in the MPL arena right now here in Nice Pick 2.
Wow.
For those of you guys who are watching at home, what are you guys doing? Come over, boys.
Yeah, dude. I believe the teams have buses to take you guys over. So, yeah, literally,
Free buses.
yeah. Free buses. Really, really cool stuff, man. The teams are doing everything they can to support the fans and the fans. They're here for it. ONIC versus EVOS. They're going to be here for it tomorrow, too. And the next day. And after that,
Cool.
the next day.
And the
Not
next
sure
day.
about that.
What do you mean?
Well, one of them will get eliminated.
Well, the fans who bought tickets will still probably come, no?
Ah.
Like the Dewa fan, who was a BTR supporter. If both his teams
Oh,
go,
yeah, that's true.
like, he was a Dewa fan, then Dewa got eliminated, so he's a BTR fan. Now BTR down, so it's like, oh man, he's gonna have to choose another.
Like us, Shevin.
Yeah.
Jeffin chose BTR. You chose?
ONIC, sorry.
What? You said alter ego earlier. Now
Oh.
you're jumping ship to ONIC.
Oh, yeah.
Privilege. Privilege.
There you go.
Anyway, speaking of privilege, the drafting phase will begin here in game number 3, and it looks like ONIC are now back on blue side. So we're reverting back to game number 1.
Uh-huh.
I'm wondering if we're gonna be seeing similar drafts. Granger, okay.
Oh!
Alice though.
Yep.
Is actually the choice of ban. Lunox opened up, taken away from the White Tigers.
This is so tough for EVOS because like, if you pick up the Kalea, there's gonna be a Gata on the other side, and they do. They deny the Kalea, but again, the Gata Kacha can come through for ONIC. EVOS though, they go Juicin and Kalea to start things off.
So do you want to go Hayabusa again? No, it's gonna be the Gatot and also the Yi Sun Shin.
No Alice.
So they are hiding their side laners until the end for ONIC here, so there's a lot of flexibility for them.
Is this a Lapu Lapu that you want to go for?
For who?
For EVOS.
Oh.
Because you need an XP laner right now to just zone the Yi Sun Shin, and Lapu will certainly be banned out here with the Yuzong and Alice already taken out. That leaves a lot of heroes. Not a lot of heroes left, I mean. But they can also go jungle, right? Like Haya, Lancelot pickup for EVOS. If
Lancelot is banned.
Okay, so Haya or Lapu.
Oh, wow. I would have preferred the Lapu towards
Agreed.
maybe utility if you want to flex it in the second phase, but Hayabusa very, very early here. Interesting.
Okay.
So both teams drafted the exact same lane so far.
Yeah.
It's
I
all
don't
about
think
the
there's
pyramid.
room for flex at this point, right?
Nah, I mean, Kirk pulled off and got the XP in the Philippines. But he also got eliminated.
So,
but he did get eliminated on the got the XP.
Or maybe Skylar Lunox. Skylar half played Lunox and it was good.
Okay, true. So there is a little bit of room for flex for the yellow porcupine.
Wait.
Right.
Oh, yeah. Good focus ban.
Phobius band out. We're looking at these side lanes, right? Both teams have yet to pick it up. What are the heroes available for that EXP lane? We're looking at Lapu Lapu, Paquito, Uranus. Is that?
Paquito?
I mean, Phobius.
Oh, Phobius is banned. Yuzhong is banned. Alice is banned. Uranus. So Esmeralda might be coming through next.
Yep.
Arlet hasn't been picked up as well.
Oh,
You're right.
Yeah, that's
Arlet.
a really good pick for EVOS right now. Like they ban out the Phobius, they ban out the Esmeralda, and then you leave. Ah, good catch. I still think you ban out Esmeralda, you go Lapu Lapu for EVOS. Take away the winning matchup, the only other XP right now, right? Like, what is Lutfi gonna play?
Whoa! They're not convinced.
That's a deep ban.
Angela
Yeah, they're not
band.
convinced that the Lunox will go mid.
Yeah.
They think it's gonna be flex. Interesting. But that means EVOS might try to counter the Lapu Lapu. They might be like, all right, let's pick up a gold lane in red 4, see the XP matchup, and then counter it. Right?
Might be the case.
We'll see.
What goal lane are they even go right now for EVOS? No CC, Granger's taking out.
Harris is
Well,
still open.
against the Lunox, they can just flex it over to gold, and then it's gonna be trouble.
That's true.
I mean, if they want the instant combo, it's gotta be Beatrix, but against
Yeah.
Kacha, it's really not the best matchup.
If it's just the Gata wow, they still banned a
ban it.
Harith. Hey, for safety, you know, Erlan has been amazing on his comfort picks, which is Granger and then CC. We haven't seen him on Harith, I believe, yet. Yeah, not this series at least.
Now, you want to pick the fighter that can be flex, right, in this
Lapu.
case?
Yeah. But if you pick that up, then Esmeralda will show up on the other side, and well, actually, yeah, you're right. Yeah, I think, and then you just put the Lapu where it's not countered. Then. Oh.
That's a pick we haven't seen
Man, yeah, it's been
quite
so
some
long.
time.
It's really good against Yi Sun Shin, by the way. Like on paper, at least, it's good zone. You at least have to trace us out of that, and that's already a lot of value.
And you have the flicker. It's almost guaranteed that you will get the grab.
Yep.
Now, ONIC, do they want to play marksman here and play with a kite?
I think if the Lunox goes mid, you gotta go fighter here.
That's true. But what do you want to go for? I mean, Lapu Lapu is probably the
Oh my lord!
still going for the Claude.
Oh my lord! This is ridiculous greed. This is the greed they see in the they talk about in the Bible.
I mean, is it though? Or do they want to just divert the attention of Kalea? Because it is a single target hero, right? Now you have multiple threats to solve.
But you need so many resources.
If you win the
for
early game, there's only
almost
one.
every single.
Yeah, exactly. So like, if
lane.
EVOS win early game, it's done. Right?
Yeah,
Like they can
takes more
scale.
time.
Yeah, but if the jungle is taken, then Claude will have to farm with the Yi Sun Shin and the Lunox. Last pick in the gold lane against the Claude. What is it gonna be? against the Claude.
Moskov?
Yeah, I thought about the Moskov as well. Oh my lord.
Wow.
Yo, I like it.
That's one way to guarantee
I
a late
like
game.
it. I like it.
I think the Natan's still sitting at a 0%, no?
Yeah, but I think it's only been played once, and
Yeah.
it's by Arfi against BTR.
Lost as well. So game number 3 is right around the corner now. Both teams have their composition set in stone. It looks like it's favoring ONIC in a way. Let's see what the casters think about both compositions.
I love the draft. Not only because it is, you know, strong,
Yeah.
or is it weak, but the appearance of Natan, and I miss Natan a
So
lot.
bold.
Natan is making his return in MPL ID after so long. So here we go, game 3 of the International Derby. Still ONIC against EVOS. Will EVOS do the unthinkable? Or will ONIC again show that they are the Sky Kings?
This game will take one of the teams to match point. Ladies and gentlemen, let's witness action here. Will it be ONIC or will it be EVOS?
Well, down bottom. Claude against the Natan. You get a few trades, especially, but the Claude is quite weak early game. The Natan can poke around with the skill 1, and just like that, Adelan shows dominance against Skylar down bottom. And at least this Natan will become an insurance in the late game for EVOS. But ONIC, I would say that they do have that late game insurance at the Claude too. But this lineup is so greedy. Everyone has to share the farm. The Lunox is quite greedy. Oh, 2-man lift off. That's pretty good from Swalo. And then you have to share farm with the Wii Sun Shin. Plus the Claude too, who needs extra gold, in which we know in this patch they have nerfed it down to the ground. Emblems by Games Max. I do see that it's going to be the weakness finder from the Natan. Still the traditional way of the Natan. Let's see if EVOS can activate Erlan.
Good early trades though for EVOS so far. And with Key rotating towards the bottom side, not showing though. And that will allow ONIC to have more control in the mid. But nothing too crazy just yet here. Both team just hovering around, perhaps looks for an angle, but doesn't really find the window just yet.
Split from Rendy. The glue will have a very good time screening away the Yi Sun Shin, grabbing onto the Yi Sun Shin, forcing the traceless, and then the Yi Sun Shin becomes quite vulnerable. When it comes to the team fights, here goes the turtle take. ONIC, they have lay claim on this.
Yeah, that's gonna be level 4 here for Kai. Oh, that's a big stun. They want to fight. That's a stun as well. Albert very low, still able to get out with the shadow. ONIC now with 4 members around the river. Rendy though will mount Keyboy with Sway low. Onidus providing the damage, but AOG will be the difference maker there. 0-0 on the board, but ONIC, they got the turtle.
At least the Gauntlet now is in the hands of ONIC, so they can go in for small trades. Oh!
That's a steal from Albert. That's a bold move coming from his own ex-teammate there.
Man, you thief in the night, Albar Bob. With that steal with the purple buff. Kyrie again. If we would be fair and talk about the entire series, I'd say Albert has been 2 steps ahead of Kyrie in most of the matches, or rather the games we have seen. And now in this, it feels like it's just adding insult to injury. Kyrie is close by, and ONIC with the Gatot Kacha. At least this time they have an avenue to open up the fights, and if needs be, Keyboy can just back away with the AOG defensively. So far, this is the second time Rendy will play this glue, has a 1 win in his pocket. So at least no more Alices, right? We've seen Rendy multiple times playing the Alice. Albert.
That's Albert now blazing the way. Popped. Elon pops his own entropy. Oh, great calculation there. Skylar is able to clear and get away. That's a 3v1 technically. Take a look at Keyboy though, engaging on 3 members. I don't think that's a right call. And that's gonna be first blood for Erlan. That's a little bit questionable coming from Keyboy.
Keyboy. Not one of the best series he has ever played so far in his career. That Khalid game previously kind of costed them the game too. Uh-oh. Adelan is going to munch on this gold plate.
Yeah.
So it's going to be so valuable to Natan.
Very,
One kill to his name too.
very valuable, right? Now, with no gold shield in the gold lane for ONIC, they have to be concerned. That's going to be the second neutral objective now. ONIC taking it. Wendy pops a flicker. Let's see, they want to contest Kyrie, calm, a retribution, but that's a big taunt. Alongside Lutfi in the front side, Erlando is re-hitting. Now they want to jump, they want to fight. Keyboy somehow isolated, it's way low now. Will
Skylar.
be the target by Styler, but that's gonna be the Tsunami Slam. Not finding the follow-up, that's gonna be a 1-for-1, a roam for Sky. A worth the trade for EVOS.
Man, Skylar, he thought he had enough damage with the Blazing Duet to kill off Key. But then the BMI expires and Lutfi is under danger too.
Definitely, man. That's a penetration. Erlan takes the 200 gold freely again.
This is not looking good for ONIC. The Natan is supposed to be a late game hero, and then you give him 3 kills, you give him the gold plate, you give him everything. Setting Adelan up for success. Kyrie up top with Albert. Will we see a 1v1? I don't think so. Not quite wise to take that. Now ONIC, they have to farm quick because EVOS are just crawling on them, snowballing with all this lead. And how do they even farm quick? Because they have to distribute everything evenly. 3 core members that are very greedy and needs gold heavily. We'll have to share all the burden together. And Keyboy, quite a bit out of hand now. MPL ID Streamer. Aldi, Lutfi, and Jeffrey Nicole.
Hey, that's a celeb right there, Jeff Nicole.
He's a boxer.
He's a boxer. But welcome, welcome indeed.
Welcome.
1,500 gold lead. Definitely not ideal for ONIC.
I wish I looked like Jeffrey Nicole.
Come again?
I wish I looked like him.
You look like him.
I don't.
You do look like him, realize. No worries. Yeah, I was about to say healthy lead for EVOS, but I feel like ONIC still definitely has some counter plays here with the composition that they have, right? With Lunox, with Claude, so
Yep.
EVOS, they gotta stay locked in here for that last neutral objective by Keyboy now. Providing, gathering information. Pops the bravest fighter early there for Lutfi. As EVOS, they will now take the turtle. Slowly.
Excuse me, the counterplay from ONIC is locking down Adelan. They have that avenue in the AOG, plus the Blazing Duet. That's going to be the big moment they're looking for. Rendy.
Yeah, that's going to be Keyboy isolated, taken down surely with Revitalize popped. That's going to be another kill on the board for Airlon. That's big. 2,500 gold now for EVOS as Skylar is just desperately looking for farm.
A mega kill for the Natan on the 7th minute. It doesn't look good for ONIC. Again, Natan is the hero you want to bank on in the late game. It's going to need a few items before it can get online. But 4 kills feeding Adelan. And look at how easy he shreds the structures. Thankfully though for Skylar, he is keeping tabs and keeping score 10 levels above. Look at this, Keyboy.
AOG taunt as well, but Suelo has a Crimson Beacon. That will be the knockup from Suelo. That will be all.
ONIC are desperate to make a play again. That window is for the AOG to pop, and then the smoke can come in.
Tsunami Slam towards the back. That's going to be EVOS looking for the collapse. Oh my goodness, the damage will be enough to take Kyrie down. Now, with the Shadow Kill pop, Lutfi will not survive that one. As 3 members are off the board for ONIC and EVOS, they just got to trade for Key.
The Forgotten Tiger again shall be remembered. 5-0-2. Unstoppable on this Natan. And Goni, this is just a Natan. We haven't even talked about Albert.
Yeah.
As the Hayabusa. It feels like he's 1v5ing everything. But again, EVOS are doing good work to try and peel away the Natan. With the glue, with the Kalea, the threat is always there. Rendy can always just mount up the members of ONIC and stand there for days as the barricade. As to not let ONIC access the backline. Because Adelan will be the cornerstone for EVOS. again, still looking for that moment.
Yeah.
That fight. Bravest fighter popped.
Yeah, they want to fight this one. That's going to be Tsunami Slam committed. He will be the first one to fall as Rendy is looking to tank it all. Taking it back. That's going to be Shadow Kill by Albert. Huge stun to stop the momentum going. Finally, a winnable trade there for ONIC, but keep in mind Erlan has the Holy Crystal. That's bad news for ONIC.
It is winnable, but can they celebrate it? Because that the kill is only going towards Key. Erlan stays untouched as ONIC again and again desperate to make a play. And this Lord take for EVOS, mind you, is very good because they have the Natan. It's gonna shred to pieces quickly. As for ONIC, all I have to do is just wait and hope that Kyrie can land the Retribution. But as of now, a 2-level deficit for Kyrie up against Albert. It's all crumbling down for ONIC. 4.9k gold lead, mounting up to 5. Malefic Roar for Albert, extra damage. ONIC, man, what do they do here? It seems like it's gonna be so hard. But we have seen them turn things around. The Lord for EVOS.
Albert collects the Lord, that's a stun. That's gonna be Erlan here. E-Boy misses the AOJ. Look, P. Brings it down. That's gonna be Erlan almost taken down, but Kai will be the one to fall. That's going to be Albert here, stuck, isolated. Still has the shadow. And good night, ONIC. As EVOS, they claim the triple and they got the Lord.
The White Tigers unleashed from peasants to predators. They look to end the Sky Kings in game number 3, possibly going for match point, but it is still far from over. The Lord will march in from the bottom side of the lane. But if you take a look at ONIC now, they are the ones trembling in fear. Their godly abode under siege as EVOS with Erlan behind their backs. It's going to be hard to stop. This Lord will come down bottom. That top side still slow pushing, taking down the structure. They're gonna focus on that bottom side turret too. Pop the Holy Shield and maybe look for an angle.
Let's see. Holy Shield popped. Base turret still alive for now. That's gonna be the Tsunami Slam on towards Keyboy. AOG defensively. Oh my goodness, Sans almost melted down there. Now they're sieging the mid lane. Seems like they will still be able to defend this one as the top. They should hold it up, but in 20 seconds, the Holy Shield will be on the bottom side. That's Albert finding a kill again. EVOS now with the 5v4. Will they be able to push and apply more pressure as Albert finds the shadow and will back away for now. They want the mid lane though.
This is so uncharacteristic of the Sky Kings. What has happened to them? EVOS are just running around rings. And now, ONIC, their defense also not really the best, right? And we talked about that moment that they were looking for. That single team fight, that single initiation. Coming in with Skylar with the Blazing Duet, but then you have Key as the Kalea to peel away. That insta-lock CC with the Tsunami Slam will either force the Purify or make ONIC back away. And they were also good with the targeting. They took down Keyboy to make sure that they have access to the backline easily. The AOG no longer off an offensive tool. Now though, ONIC will have to be ready for round number 3 to defend their base. They will have to clear it quickly. They don't have the best wave clear.
They don't. They're holding on though so far. 20 seconds here with a 9,000 gold lead for EVOS. I don't think ONIC can collapse, can look for a contest. The damage profile, I don't think is there right now.
They're gonna concede this, Goni. They're gonna concede this. They're gonna let this go unless there is a heroic play to be made. But the Diamond's Heroes needs to be the leader like Keyboy.
Yeah, Keyboy here looking for the Hail Mary play, will not find anything. What a reaction from EVOS. That will signal them to, yeah, this is a free Lord. Funnily enough, Keyboy popped the Revitalize knowing in that position that he would not survive. But hey, this Lord might take EVOS to match point.
It might. And Kyrie scraping to the remains of what could be salvaged. Up top, he was able to push down the wave and get that structure. Skylar has the winner crown. He's gonna bank on possibly a Blazing Duet and then pop the winner crown so that he can be untargetable. But Still, EVOS, they have an insta-kill button with the Natan. This Natan is just too insane. 6-0-4. It feels like ONIC are finally challenged, are finally tested. Can they hold on? Can they clear this?
Yeah, that's gonna be an entropy popped early.
What?
Wow, Lutpi. Now you see him, now you don't. Now it's a 5v4. The base turret will fall with the Lord still up. It's a 6v4. Finally, they take care of it. Now Skylar with the blazing duet looks for an angle. That's a big two-man knock-up, and down goes Keyboy. Take a look at the base. The mid waves are crashing as EVOS. They will lock it down, and they will have the final say in Game 3. The White Tigers are at match point.
The White Tigers are ungodly in the arena. And now ONIC, the Sky Kings, backs against the wall. One game away from confirming that upper bracket final to book a match against Alter Ego. ONIC, we have been talking about them like gods, like kings. It feels like they are mortals after all. Totally outclassed by EVOS in that game, a one-sided game. That Natan was just unstoppable. And that was still without Albert. Albert was just waiting in the wings. He's gonna let Edlan do the dirty work, and then he comes in out of nowhere to clean up EVOS. And you saw that, Goni. Lutpi was just gone.
Yeah.
He evaporated. Wow. I am out of words. EVOS are on the brink of knocking down ONIC to the lower brackets.
Will they ban the Granger again this time round, knowing Erlan still has a Natan up his sleeve? With that performance,
And
you gotta respect it.
that Natan was just so out of nowhere. He's just gone. Deleted. And man, EVOS. Is this where they flip the script? Is this where they rewrite history? ONIC are far from elimination, but EVOS are taking it step by step. Wow, what a game from EVOS. And ONIC, that 3-core draft. Very greedy from them. But let's see. Panelists, are the Sky Kings allowed to be greedy?
Nice pick 2 erupts with roars as EVOS are able to claim the next game in this best of 5 series against all odds. What a display of performance, of drafts, of execution by the White Tigers. This is match point. We're at match point for EVOS.
And for the second time today, the favorites are down 2-1. It's, I don't know.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're looking at a possible ONIC BTR lower bracket final.
Dang.
Not lower bracket final, lower bracket matchup.
match.
This is insane. As
Man.
said it multiple times in the regular season, ONIC and BTR are the clear S-tier teams. And they're here in the position. What the heck?
It's so weird. It's so weird that both of our upper bracket teams seem to be really shaky. For BTR, it seems like it's been a pattern. I'm sorry to say, but it has been a pattern for BTR in the playoffs. But for ONIC to perform like this with the drafts as well, what is this, overconfidence? What's going on with ONIC?
I think for the BTR case, it's just, it looks like they're comfortable in the meta. It looks like everything is, perfect for them. It's just they're choking. For ONIC, the meta, number one, it doesn't suit them, right? This is something that we already brought up. The meta is very forced for them. The way that they're playing, the way that they're drafting is purely for comfort. And yes, comfort can go a long way. But once you're up against elite teams, and honestly, I didn't expect EVOS to be categorized as an elite team, but they are showing every step of the way against Daewoo yesterday and against ONIC especially today that they are an elite team. They know how to punish, they know how to move forward, and if they get on their comfort picks, They know how to flicker forward, make those plays, the proactive ones, even against ONIC. It looks like, if I cover the names now, let's play the cover the names game, you'd think EVOS or ONIC.
Yeah, the hesitation that we saw from game number 1 has definitely dissipated, and we gotta give props over to Albert once again, a player of the game for this match, presented to you by the official tournament smartphone Samsung Galaxy S25 FE. I don't know what Albert said to the rest of the team
After game 1?
after game 1, but something switched
Yeah.
in EVOS.
It got a spark fire, man. The way Albert is playing, I'm sorry to say this for all of you Kyrie Glazers out there, Albert is clearly the better player in the series.
Oh yeah, I think
It's not close.
yeah, it's not even like, I don't even think it's a hot take or any of the oh, maybe some of the Kyrie Glazers will still get mad there because, you know, supremacy. But yeah, there's no doubt that Albert has been outclassing him. Even in game number 1, when ONIC won, it was still Albert with a 3-level lead. It was Albert building on those leads and popping off. And I gotta say, my boy Erlan couldn't be more proud, man. As a guy who's been playing this guy from like SPS Season 3, which was like 2 years ago. Finally, EVOS! This is what you had! You had a diamond, and you just never decided to let him play his comfort or let him play, give him time. Thank goodness they did, and thank goodness now they studied game 1. They're like, okay, we gave Esmeralda over to Erlan. That's not a comfort pick. Let's start playing for his comfort. Gave him the CC, gave him, what was it? Natan. Oh yeah, Natan here. And you're seeing how the team clicks. It's so, so beautiful, everything. And it starts with the draft. The draft, we called it in the drafts. After it was done, this is a heavy Evo-sided draft. It was, ONIC's draft is a type of greed you would read you see in the Bible, bro. Like, this is the type of greed you're told not to do, not to be going for.
Oh man, shout out to EVOS, man. The second phase, I think ONIC completely got gapped.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Randy and also Natan, Erlan, to be specific, was manhandling the opposing laner.
The Claude pickup was...
Not close.
The Claude pickup was... I don't like it.
I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I think earlier during the draft, Sheffield mentioned, right, like, oh, there's going to be so many targets, but it's not like, it's not going to confuse EVOS, because the way we would put it in a metaphor would be, for EVOS, it's an all-you-can-eat buffet. Who do you want? You pick. Anyone they go for, it's almost guaranteed insta-kill. Everyone's so squishy. So there's not even a reason for them to go for a Beatrix, carry, an insta-kill button. Anything you have here is an insta-kill. Boom, pick, Natan goes. Boom, pick, even the Juicin.
Yeah.
Right? It's a Lunox, it's a Claude, it's a Yisun Shin, and in the late game, even Lutpi. Lutpi was a choice of dessert for EVOS.
And that's why it really facilitated Erlan to come online on a hero that we don't really see too often. Natan usually requires a little bit more time to get rolling, and in meta where early game is so important, sometimes the Natan doesn't work.
Yeah.
But in this particular case, the way that they were able to facilitate the kills over to Erlan, especially that early 3-0, under, what was it, under 8 minute Holy Crystal?
8 minute.
8 minute.
Yeah, but you pick a scaling hero that scales better than the scaling heroes on ONIC, and it's just like 3 kills in the early game. Oh, and then the bargain hunter, you gotta give him props for that too, right? He saw the angle. He's like, my team is going to cap you so hard, just through the mid prio, just through the fundamentals of the game. And again, for ONIC, you can go comfort, but you cannot forget about the fundamentals of the current MLBB patch. We're seeing the opposite of what ONIC Philippines did. ONIC Philippines tried to fit in the meta too much. You know, they try to go for utility, they try to play into the second phase and, you know, go with all those fighters. ONIC are playing too much for just pure comfort. They need to find a middle ground right now because it's bad. It's looking like an EVOS 3-1.
You might see the Claude and think it's comfort, but Sans on a Lunox, I feel like it is not a Sans hero.
That's a deny. That one is different, yeah.
Sans just feels so awkward because this is a hero that's not really independent, right? When you're playing a Farsight, you can deal damage, you can get out, you can rotate super, super fast. And this is a Lunox, a hero that requires a set. Moreover, he's on a Purify. He's forced on a Purify because Kalea is on the other side. And that limits the potential of the dive of a Lunox.
Really hard.
That is just not Sans' playstyle at all.
Really hard, because with the Lunox, you kind of have to commit, right? And I think they were banking, as we're taking a look at the itemization choices, as well as the timings towards it, that Sans would be that Hail Mary play with the Sky Piercer, because I think they were looking for a comeback, but every time the Lunox tries to go and dive, because of that Purify, it's very difficult for him to go out of the team fight, and then eventually just loses all the Sky Piercer stacks anyway in the end.
Exactly. So for ONIC, it was a pure gamble. Yes, it sounds weird because it's late game picks. You would think they want to scale, but it's actually a gamble because of how many late game picks, how many resource hungry picks they have. If they lose out in the early game, Turtle 1, Turtle 2 fights, they have to group up to farm up, and
Yeah.
all of them need expensive items to get going. So it cancels out each other.
But you know, we did see Dian Kate earlier on.
Dean.
Dean?
Dean Katie.
Dean Katie.
Dean Katie.
Dean Katie. I wonder what he thinks about that nickname. He's very opinionated and loud.
Oh.
Like Cordelwin, similar.
Wow, Cordell, when she said you're loud.
You are loud, Cordell.
Oh dang.
Oh man.
Oh dang. Oh Ed. Oh, he's not here. Maybe tomorrow.
Maybe tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
Hopefully.
In the lower bracket.
Well, we're up against. Well, I'm not gonna call it yet, but like. It's,
Well, with the way it's going, I think it's, you can call it, man.
no.
Unless-
It's
unless.
still ONIC. It's still ONIC. They can adjust. Yeb is in the back. He can help.
I think he should have been helping at this point, right?
That's true.
In game number 3.
Especially after learning of like what ONIC Philippines did.
But let's talk to Dian Kate with Alyssa first.
Thank you panelis dan kembali bersama Alisa di MPL Arena bersama dengan
Halo, Dean Kate.
Wah, Kak Dean, ini
Ya.
pemandangan yang sangat langka. Kak Dean bisa hadir di MPL Arena.
Langka banget.
Langka banget. Kenapa
Katanya.
nih hari ini akhirnya memutuskan untuk nonton langsung nih?
Pengen nonton aja langsung, kan ini big match juga ya, ONIC lawan EVOS yang katanya ini adalah derby internasional aja.
Betul.
Itu ya.
Jadi ini sebuah pertandingan yang fenomenal, makanya Kak
Betul.
Dean harus datang ya.
Iya.
Oke, tapi Kak Dean sendiri melihat EVOS Fans yang begitu antusias, gimana nih?
Seru banget ya. Kemarin kedengaran dari depan, kan gue duduk di depan. Itu di belakang rame banget dari sisi EVOS Fam sama Sonic juga. Kayak paling kenceng suara gitu mereka mainin instrumennya ya.
Iya,
Seru banget.
Seru banget ya. Dan ini menurut Kak Dean sendiri efek EVOS balik ke playoff atau efek EVOS bakal balik ke M Series nih?
Waduh, ini tapi kayaknya ini ada dilihat ini 2-1 dan mainnya bagus ya. Kayaknya adalah momen-momen di mana EVOS is back.
Wow,
Ya.
EVOS is back ya. Bahkan Kak Dean sendiri
semoga.
setuju. Gimana tapi ngelihat gameplay dari EVOS hari ini nih?
Bagus banget mainnya rapi ya, nggak kayak main di main di sebelumnya di group stage, ini playoff bagus banget. Albob mainnya bagus banget, rapi, worth sama harganya lah dia ya. Terus juga EXP-nya siapa? Renz ya, ya. Ya itu bagus banget juga mainnya, dia main Elis. Pasti di band terus sih kayaknya.
Oh,
Randy ya?
Randy.
Oh Randy, sorry Randy. Ya Randy, ya. Randy mainnya bagus banget ya.
Mainnya bagus banget ya,
Ya.
Alice-nya ya. Tapi
Oke.
kalau sendiri melihat kemarin kan EVOS sempat di play-in. Dari udah play-in dan hari ini masuk ke babak selanjutnya gimana nih? Ada perkembangan mungkin ada dari konsistensinya.
Kemarin
Strateginya.
kayaknya gamenya sengit banget ya. Kayaknya ada bau-bau kalah kemarin, tapi di game 5 nih comeback dan ya akhirnya mereka main lawan ONIC sekarang kan.
Dan
Seru banget.
2-1 ya hari ini
Ya.
kali ini ya. Oke, tapi Kak Dean sendiri, kita di sini nggak cuma mau ngobrol-ngobrol aja, tapi Alisa pengen tahu
Oke.
kira-kira dari kakak sendiri nih melihat potensi EVOS di M Series ini sendiri gimana? Karena kan Kak Dean sendiri sudah mengikuti dari M1 nih.
Oke.
M1 yang
Ya.
bawa juara ke Indonesia pertama kali adalah EVOS.
Betul, EVOS.
Gimana kira-kira di M7 kali ini nih?
Aduh, M7 ini ya ini harus ngelihat dulu sih game selanjutnya ya. Bisa aja ONIC comeback. Tuh lihat dari ruangan mereka serius banget kelihatannya tuh mau izin serius kayaknya. Apakah mereka respect streamer atau gimana ini kayaknya. Tapi ya dilihat aja. Cuman kalau dilihat dari performanya EVOS bagus ya EVOS mainnya.
Performanya bagus ya.
Bagus, ya.
Kita bisa melihat bahwa mungkin prediksi dari Kak Dean sendiri. Apakah di game selanjutnya EVOS atau ONIC yang akan menang?
EVOS dah, let's go.
EVOS let's go 3-1 kita akan lihat apakah EVOS akan bisa memenangkannya atau Gencana teng neng 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 bakal keluar.
Apakah bakal keluar? Ya.
Apakah bakal keluar? Kita akan lihat langsung saja panelis silakan take it over.
I'm surprised he didn't pull out like a soundboard
Yeah.
as he was doing
He
the
usually has
interview.
that every, like, I don't know where he hides it, you know? He has
I don't know.
have it every.
I think he has it like on his body,
Oh.
embedded inside his body at this point.
Fortunately, it only works on his streams, you know? This is the MPL ID stream, Dean Katie.
Unfortunately.
He seems to have a lot of knowledge on the EVOS boys, you know? He actually forgot what Randy.
Well, to be fair, it's a rookie, right?
Yeah, it is a rookie, and his time was long ago,
Yeah.
during the glory days.
But
you know?
I mean, you heard what he said, right?
What did he say?
Albert was really good. It's like
He's
he was worth the price. Soundboard
paid a
tuak.
Yep. I'm, you know, I always watch Dean Katie's clips. It's always really funny.
He is really funny.
He's really funny.
But there's like this one clip that was shared to me,
Okay.
video share.
Okay.
That was very traumatizing.
What do you do?
I can't show it on
Okay.
broadcast.
Oh, one of those.
I'll tell you about it.
One of
later.
those.
Maybe.
All right.
But I mean, yeah, what Alyssa mentioned earlier, right? We're in a 2-1. It seems like the EVOS fans are very confident that it could be a 3-1
Yep.
if the game still goes the way that it has.
Yep.
What do ONIC do? What's going on? I mean, why? Okay, we're talking about meta, and you're saying that it's not as great for ONIC this time around. But why has it worked out for them in the regular season, and now only does it appear like ONIC is struggling?
I think it actually didn't work out in the regular season. 2 times they lost. It was after the patch. It was after, again, these guys started to play fighters in the gold lane, started to push on the tempo, and really pushed ONIC into uncomfortable territory. The other games, I would say, name buff. Like most of the teams in the regular season were just scared of ONIC. They're like, oh my lord, we're up against the Kings. There's no way we can do anything. And then they're scared of zones, scared to make moves. EVOS, none of that. The drafts have been great, have been meta, and they, after game 1, have gotten the confidence to actually go and push it onto ONIC.
Which makes me think, should they just go back to what was the plan in the regular season, not respecting the comfort pick from EVOS, from Airline, not banning the Granger, not banning the Lunox? Do you want to go for that and just go to the basics for ONIC?
I mean, they have to consider that if they want to make it to the M7, right? And remember that the MS7 tickets are now available. Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget to get your hands on it, right? It'll be, oh wait, it's starting on November 2nd. Okay, so it's not available just yet, but it will be available on November 2nd at 12 GMT plus 7 at the official website, which is id-mpl.com/M7. And don't forget that every purchase of the M7 ticket will grant you a premium chest containing permanent M1 to M5 items, guaranteed to include Prime M Series skins, the battle emotes, and of course the recall effects. But you can't get it because you need to redeem it at the M7 venue. So don't forget to buy your tickets to Jakarta, Indonesia for that period of time.
Yeah, we're talking to you, Aurora fans, CLPH fans. MPL Malaysia hasn't concluded yet? Not yet?
I don't
SRG
think it
fans,
started,
whatever.
right?
SRG fans.
Not started yet.
Next week, MPL Malaysia starts next
So SRG fans, just buy your tickets now.
I mean, that's what we thought for ONIC.
SRG are different, you know. SRG are different. There's
The competition is a bit.
Okay. I mean, I haven't watched MPL Malaysia.
Me neither. I'm just assuming.
Okay. Well, there you go, guys. I think wildcards start on the 3rd of November. So, no, 3rd of January.
3rd of November, right after playoffs now. Yeah,
3rd of January. So, you know,
right after New Year's.
put in your calendar.
We got a few teams already qualified for the wild cards, you know, even for the M Series main stage. Or Turkey qualifying for M Series. Not dropping a single game, by the way.
Shout out to Tezet. Shout out to Tezet, coaching that team, by the way.
Tezet Aura?
Tezet Aura.
Huh?
Yes, sir.
You were also surprised, right? I told Mirko this, then
I was like,
There's
what?
what?
Huh?
Yeah.
Why is he there in Turkey?
That's so random.
I mean, normally you want to go to Turkey for other reasons. Realize
Wait.
might want to go to Turkey.
Oh my lord.
He's been off for quite a while, right? Tezet?
Yeah.
Like
But he's been actively coaching. Like he was a Nepal coach, the Nepal team coach.
I see. Man, that's a name I haven't heard in a very long time.
Yeah, Tezet. Season
Tezet.
8, I think it was. Season 8.
Yeah.
Aura?
I believe so, yeah. In the
Wow.
wild card, you got the Vietnamese representative already.
Who?
I forgot the name.
Okay, MPL Mena?
I believe it's RLG or something.
RLG.
Yeah.
MPL Mena.
It was X-Mena.
Axe Mena to the wild cards and Falcons 2
and 7. Yeah.
Cool. Getting exciting. I'm so good.
I'm hyped, man.
Because, I mean, seeing the performances of the teams at MSC, I'm really excited to see what everyone else has in store, other than, of course, the Filipino teams on an international stage.
Yep.
I am super pumped about the MCC region.
Oh, same, dude. Spirit Virtus Pro. I hope it's them again.
For sure.
Oh, could be the other one. It's number Cyber Hero. Is it Cyber Hero? I think so.
I
Yeah.
want Kid Bomba.
Yeah. That Spirit probably will be Bomba. Second place though. I don't know if it's Cyber Hero or Virtus Pro. That's fun.
I love this loser interview
What the heck, man?
because it was really sad. He was
Oh, but
he's so real as a player, you know?
Yeah,
So you like seeing him sad?
You like
No,
seeing him
no,
sad.
I like the interview because I did the interview with him.
Bomba,
And he was
Eternal
very
likes seeing you
nice to
sad.
interview.
He's always rooting against you just so that he can,
That is
she
not
can interview
true.
you when you're down.
Hey, Kibamba, you know what happened between us.
Whoa!
All right, before and after.
Bomba, what? Dang.
Not
What's
in.
happening?
Hi, W Bomba.
Let's. No, not like that. Anyway,
Boba Turner?
ONIC
Your ship.
blue side. All right,
Yep, Onyx blue side.
back on blue side.
Do they pick the Lunox? See, this is what
I don't think so.
is strange because I thought the pick that will be denied wouldn't be the Lunox early on. Remember when we started the match? I was like, deny the Granger. You have Skylar. It's not like your Granger is garbage. It's not like your player can't play Granger. Your player is Skylar. You can play the Marksman. So why are we so scared of the Granger on red side? Because like blue side now, if you pick it up, Granger's probably going to show up, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
so
what-
now they
what do
still
you
ban
mean?
Granger. Huh?
You mean like they pick it up for themselves if they don't ban it?
Yeah. Just like deny it. Because like
Oh.
Skylar's pretty good on Granger. Or is he? Oh,
Surely.
surely he is.
Should be.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess we'll see. Will we see yet another Granger ban on blue by ONIC? They've done it for the past 2 games, 3 games rather. Even on red side, they banned off the Granger and the Uranus. It's still
Still.
going to be that, but this time they
Hayabusa
go for the
first
Lunox
pick?
ban again, like game number 1.
Wow. So it has to be Gatot and also... Do you want to go... Nah, Eve is not really, does not scream Sans. Maybe
It doesn't, but they
Biotech-
might need it, Sheffin.
I don't know. Maybe you want to go
Lapu?
for... Yeah, Lapu Lapu is the one that I think of. Just securing the early objective. Even though...
Why would you take the
execution-
Alice though? Because the Alice is going to show up on the other side.
Equilibrium.
Oh man.
Apparently it is Eve.
And the Alice. Oh, okay.
Oh.
This is pure comfort. Back to game 1, except the Eve actually. EVOS.
Everything is within.
It really should just be Easton Shin, right? Like there's no zone at all, and then they pick up Al, or they could kill Alice again, and then ONIC if they disrespect them, not banning Easton Shin at all. Or do they go Lapu?
Do you want to go Joy? Nah.
Nah,
Gets
nah.
a higher and also Hayabusa. That was a bad pick.
I mean, do they not need a combination with the Kalea without the YSS?
At this point, not necessarily, just because of the fact that there's already
Oh my.
squishy heroes from the other side.
That's so good. That is so. I can't believe I forgot about the Arlet.
And now you enable the Fredwin as well.
Yup. And then ONIC now are like, oh man, we ban out the Easton Shin and the Fredrin here, right? Because like both actually do really well with the Arlet. It enables the Arlet with the CC that you have on Mountain Shocker. You already have a Juicin and the Kalea too.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Displacement.
No Phobias. At this point, I think they don't even ban the Lapu Lapu, right? They just ban Gatot Kacha, pick the Lapu Lapu up in the XP, I mean in the gold lane.
Wait a minute. Like, if the Fredrin and also the Yisun-Shin is banned, Fanny is viable.
No, Albert on Fanny.
It is decent.
It is decent, but in a, yeah, I think,
Save my nation from falling apart.
yeah, nah.
I mean, what else?
It's not bad, but they honestly, bro, why not Bhaksha? You do really well against the Harith, do really well against the Eve too, right? Like with the Arlet, you gotta think about the Arlet and the Kalea. Because without the Arlet, yeah, it's like you can just get poked down. But with the Arlet, with the Kalea, with the sustain, you should be good, no?
Might be true.
They ban
Or-
Alice, there you go. Phobius Alice, they leave the Lapu, they pick Lapu themselves, and they go for the full bro.
I mean, they're going against an Eve. Benedetta is... Albert used it before, right? It's a long time ago, but...
Oh,
It's been a
but-
while. It's been a hot while.
I
So?
don't know about the Benedetta though.
I'm just reaching now.
Yeah. The options are definitely up on the table right now. Fanny, Xborg, Joy, Gwyn, Fredrin, Baxia.
Ooh, Guinevere.
Those are the options we're looking at. Fredrin gets banned, so that's denied away. And remember, so far, the success that EVOS have found, they kind of center around Albert. So Albert needs a hero that can enable him and his plays as well and enable the rest of the team.
Do you want to go Comfort and Joy?
Yep. I don't think you want to go Joy here, just because the Harris already picked up, right?
Yeah.
It's a bad matchup against the Hayabusa.
And into the Eve, it's
What
a little
else, though?
difficult.
Honestly, I think
Ling?
Oh.
So they're hiding it.
Yeah, they are hiding it. I really think it should just be the Baksha now, that you have the 1-1 and the Arlen, but maybe they still need
Is
a bit more damage.
Export
actually.
bad
For ONIC?
for EVOS.
Oh, Akai.
Oh. Actually, Akai is actually really, really good. You're right. For the Arlet, but is it too one-dimensional? Because if you don't get Turtle 1, you're done. ONIC are going to out-level you and then poke you down.
It's also extra set towards the 1-1.
Yeah. Lapu Lapu, by the way, for ONIC could be the answer. There's no other choice here for the XP lane against the Arlet, right? And then they go for, oh, it's a Grok. So Grok, Lapu Lapu for ONIC. Not a bad end to the draft. EVOS. Last pick, what is it going to be? I don't think you go Akai now. There's a Lapu and a Grok.
If they want anti-CC, win. Win or export.
Do they? I think they're lacking damage, dude.
Yeah.
EVOS.
Exactly. That's why I thought they needed to pick up a jungle, like an assassin jungle. But there's none left except for Joy, so it will be a tough matchup anyways.
Are we going to game number 5?
I think so.
I think so.
Okay. You heard what the panelists have to say. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to throw it over to our casters. Remember, match point for the White Tigers.
EVOS are the underdogs in this match. But today, the ruler of the skies are wounded by the very claws of the White Tigers. Will EVOS shake the skies? Will they roar through the heavens? Will they knock ONIC down for a match against Bigatron? This just might be it. EVOS, 1 game away from the upper bracket finals, and ONIC, they need to prove why they are the Sky Kings.
Lanadon, here we go. Potentially the final game of the series. And my goodness, 1-1 this playoffs, not a good statistics, but perhaps EVOS, they want to increase that win rate with Erlan. I like it, right? With the Kalea in their composition as well.
Eman, Erlan, both using 1-1. We did see them fall short, rather Eman with a 1-1 earlier today. And we'll see if that is going to be the case for Erlan too. Emblems by Games Max. Well, Bargain Hunter for the Harith, obviously you want to speed up, get your items quickly. Other than that, nothing really out of the ordinary. And so now, D-Boy again in position.
Revitalized Pop, that's a knock-up already. Again, EVOS are winning the small trades here in the early game.
It's a very strong mid duo as well, right? Kusin, Kalea, so much control, so much sustain as well from the Surge of Life. And ONIC, again drafting for comfort. We did hear from the panel that this meta doesn't quite suit them. Way low, flickered.
Harry doesn't land the squat shadow there, so no real window. But Sans and Kibo here trying to lure out Sway low and towards the more offensive side. And yeah, as of now, ONIC with that is slowly winning. Albert though is in the mid bush. Sans feeling it. Oh, they want to go in 3v3. That's a knock-up. Oh my goodness, Key finds the takedown there. Albert will not find it. That's going to be a 1-for-1 at the end of the day, just before the turtle.
Yeah, a kill towards Kyrie, but now it's going to be Albert just shredding it down. Rende is close by. He has rotated.
Oh.
Look at the damage.
Oh, the flicker doesn't land.
What?
Kai finds the retribution as well for the first turtle fight. That's a shadow kill. Uh-oh, no shadow though. Kai taken down. That's going to be Litpi isolated. 3 members are on it. That's ONIC though with the reinforcements coming through.
Thankfully the kill was given to Key. So at least Albert, or no core member, is able to get that. But Kyrie, with that kill, at least he gets the turtle. Gonna slow him down again for quite a few seconds to go and farm quickly. Again, ONIC sticking with the comfort route in today's series. Skylar back to the Harith. Up against the 1-1 though. The 1-1 will have quite a hard time up against the Harith. Will be constantly pushed back unless the 1-1 can land possible crossbow of time. Then again, the shielding from the Harith is going to be very immense. And Keyboy, this time with the Grok, he is more, I'd say, available this time to make moments, to create those engages.
Grok can revitalize as well,
Yeah,
right?
but they're revitalized. So again, you would expect it to go for the flicker, but it feels like they want to play the long drawn-out fights, right? Especially with the Harith. It's going to be a long one, a lot of cycles happening here and there. And it's all about surviving. And that's why EVOS picked up the Guinevere, extra anti-CC to go and traverse around the lineups and purify from Skylar.
Very calm, but that's big information. Kyrie's in the vicinity. As ONIC, they look to capitalize their key. Taken down in the bottom side, though. Oh, that's a cheeky kill from ONIC. Key wasn't able to get to his own teammate there. And ONIC, great rotation cut.
Yep. But Skylar doesn't really have Purify this time. I don't think he is going to rotate to the Turtle Pit to join the team fight. And for this objective contest too. And look at Litpi, he's down to half HP. He can heal. 1v1 with Rendy. Kyrie is close by.
I think they get the kill here, right, Rendy? Oh no, there's no info in Rendy.
What?
Oh, he survives, but finally, Litpi takes him down. That's a big knock-up by Albert, finding Kyrie. And that's gonna be EVOS having the last laugh, because guess what? Turtle is up.
Right, for the objective as well. And that is such a huge kill on towards Kyrie, given to Albert. Kyrie's gonna come close, but this turtle is gonna get threaded down. Keyboy and Litpi will buy time to the backup to arrive in the turtle pit. It's gonna be very close. Keyboy has the Tectonic charge.
They've done it. The reset is there. As Kai now takes his time to get the purple. He is level 7. Albert is also level 7. But now they focus on the turtle. I don't think they want the turtle now.
They can't. But GameFact gives Keyboy the title for the player with the most assists in MPL ID history. But so far, Skylar is munching on this turret down bottom. It's a very hard lane for the 1-1 to deal with. So yeah, it is going to be given up by Erlan. Now it's just going to be a shift of the focus in towards a team fight. Albert might look for that engage, but it's not going to be a commitment from Albert. ONIC, they do have avenues in the team fight. The RWM will be a solid tool, but Litpi going at it with Rendy.
Oh, take a look at the mid fight though. That's gonna be Shadow. Oh! It's a 1-for-1 now. Kyrie recovers. Now Keyboy pops to revitalize, looking for some finding. That's gonna be Litpi stunning Suelo. Ooh, that's a big one. Kai says hello as Suelo will be taken down. That's a big two-man stun, but no clear follow-up damage just yet though as the EVOS, they are disengaging. Because take a look at the mid lane. It's very juicy for ONIC.
That's massive from ONIC. Finally gripping together this game with all their fingertips. Up top, it's going to be a wave pushing too. And Litpi might just try to take this turret down, but I don't think he might be able to. Or he just might, because there is the damage, and yeah, he might take this turret down, and he will. So 2 turrets in total. A kill towards Albert. 4 kills for Kyrie now. This is where ONIC might just take off. Rendy is here.
Wow, take a look at the crowd control chain with the Guinevere and Arlet.
That's
enough to dismantle the Lapu Lapu.
That was beautiful. A sweep right into the Violent Requiem. Litpi couldn't do anything about it. So he is gonna bite the dust. And now another objective spawns. The turtle as well for both teams to take. EVOS are grouping up now because they know they have to team fight their way into ONIC. But this time again, Litpi has been given time and space to dive into the backline, look for the targets intended. And Erlan so far not yet heard of in this game. He might just pop off as the Windtalker and the Corrosion fight. At least 2 items for the team fight. But ONIC, they are just as strong. They want to play this slow.
Litpi doesn't land the stun. The turtle here is just hovered around. Oh, Tectonic charge on towards the back airline here. Receiving it. Sunspots a real world revelation. That's Rendy finding 3. Kyrie picks up the turtle, but Rendy now. Oh, crossbow attack in the back. Looking for the damage. Rendy will fall. Skylar is re-hitting on towards Key, but take a look at the front. Litpi finds Erlan and finds Suelo in the process. That's 4 members of the collapse, and it's a wipeout for ONIC.
Instantly smiting down the White Tigers up from above. Litpi. Balls of steel to go into the backline, diving in. And that is why he is on the Lapu Lapu, locking down Suelo. And Albert gets taken down to ONIC. Finally, looking like their old selves. Because today in the series, it doesn't feel like it's ONIC. Divine Glaive for Sans, extra damage again, Magic Pen, in-game equipment by Dunia Games. So far, it's all in the same route. But now Kyrie opts in for the War Axe into, or rather Hunter-Strike into the War Axe as well. So I'm gonna go for the Sky Piercer. Because again, he is indeed having a hard time. Blade armor completed for Keyboy. Lest there be an Arlet Engager, even the 1-1. Not given time and space to free hit. Skylar will also munch down on the bottom side structure there. The turret will be taken down. And ONIC, they have tempo, they have control now. Switching sides, they're gonna go control but down bottom. Meanwhile, ONIC, or rather EVOS, will get a cross-map trade up top towards the structure.
Yeah, I think now I understand, right? The Revitalize, its purpose is just to buy time for that crossbow at Tang. So if Keyboy receives a crossbow at Tang, perhaps that Revitalize might buy time, right? Especially in the early mid-game where 1-1 has not collected his items just yet.
Yep.
So let's see though, right? It's a healthy lead, 9 minutes in, 5,000 gold lead. But then again, it's not, the job is not done yet here for ONIC. And this is why the Lord is so crucial. Atlanta has the Husk Claws now. So definitely still the main man to target from ONIC.
Game-changing Lord here. And if ONIC is able to eat the damage, the initial engage coming in from EVOS, crossbow of Tang, and all other damage skills coming from EVOS, I think ONIC can also just turn around. They have the RWM, they have the bravest fighter in the hands of Lippy, and even EVOS are not going to contest it. It's all given freely for Kyrie and ONIC. And now they know they have to defend because they are on the back foot. It seems like EVOS, if they want to go in, it has to be a commitment, right? Because Albert will obviously just expose himself, the ultimate from the Guinevere. And then you have Erlan, who needs to find the weakness points into the crossbow of Tang. Because that is where EVOS might just turn things around. But then you see Keyboy, like you said, with the Revitalize, it just buys time, enough at least, to set up ONIC for a counter engage, especially when you know Keyboy has the Tonic Charge. All is available, and anything can happen. And so far, it is very quiet. The tension, you can feel it. Malefic Roar for Kyrie. Holy Crystal completed for Skylar. Skylar and Kyrie are gonna really hurt for EVOS, especially Kyrie. Extra damage, and the Holy Crystal for the Harith is just gonna sting. ONIC gonna march in, at least get a few pushes in, maybe the structures too. Corroding for EVOS. The Holy Defense pop too. Let's see if EVOS can hold this. I think they can.
All spells are up for both teams. That's gonna be the charge. That's gonna be the first space turret taken down. That's a far lane, folks. Now they look for the mid lane. The Lord, Lutfi again! He has been popping off this game. That's a big final slash though. Will this be the final counterplay? That's gonna be the crossbow by Tan. The Lord though is focusing on the main turret. And ONIC responds at game 4. Ladies and gentlemen, we will have a game 5.
The ruler of the skies refused to surrender. As the White Tigers, their fangs and their claws are not sharp enough, not just yet, to end ONIC in this series. We will be going to a game number 5. As ONIC finally taking control of that game and finally fighting back after what was a very tragic game number 3. At least this time, ONIC stands tall. And my God, Ludpi, this guy often is underlooked. He is seen as the punching bag for ONIC, the one to eat up all the damage, the one to only be the sacrificial lamb. He has been playing Lapu Lapu for quite some time now in the series, but that was one of his best Lapu Lapu games I've seen. Just diving into the back, getting the control, locking down the members of EVOS. And the Guinevere wasn't really the answer then. If you saw how ONIC played, if you saw how Lutpi played, wow, ONIC.
Wow, indeed. That's why Lutpi's Lapu Lapu was taken in the first phase. That impact shown again. Take a look at this combination here. Bam!
Suelo was gone. There is no peel for Erlan. With the Lantern Flare, maybe, you know, you would expect Suelo could just go back on the Crimson Beacon, but that was an option. He had the Crimson Beacon to reposition and then maybe re-engage with the Lantern Flare, just knocking the players of EVOS back, or rather of ONIC back. But that instant stun with the flicker from Lutpi, taking risks, playing dangerous games, and getting the prizes. Panelists, are you not entertained?
You boys called it first. Going to game number 5, a full best of 5 here in our final match of the day between ONIC as well as EVOS, as ONIC are able to strike back for that game. What went differently for ONIC here?
They got the meta comfort, right? They got the picks that worked and are comfortable on their hands. Mainly, I think finally Keyboy gets his hands on a Grok here. It's been banned out all series long, I think, and the Hayabusa Harith combination as well. Very good.
For me, I'm not rocking with the draft, man. The fact that
The Guinevere?
the Guinevere, I said it in the game earlier, it reminded me of when Kenziski went for the 1-1 and Badang Beloyski against ONIC. The damage is just not there in the first 2 objectives, and you have to play for the late game for the 1-1 while you are losing the mid to early game. That's not a good sign.
Yeah.
You know, and that's why I think I noticed that Grok uses the Revitalize. Keyboy chooses for extra healing and also extra sustain just because of the fact that they want to deter the 1-1 potential so they don't get punished. And it worked out perfectly. He actually went, I believe, for first item Blade Armor too, which makes it even harder for 1-1 to be able to shine.
And instantly, I think that's where I have to criticize most 1-1s right now. They just go for the template build, which is the crit build. Yes, it is the meta build, but if you're playing purely for your crossbow attack, I think the attack speed build is better. And again, it's Blade Armor, instantly. Like, Keyboy knew it was going to be a problem later on. All right, Blade Armor done.
And at that point, being a 1-1 and playing on a 1-1 when you're behind, it's very difficult as well. Elan tried to make it work. He nearly got a moment there as ONIC were pushing into the base in that final moment. But unfortunately, it just wasn't enough for them to fully, I would say, go for the defense for EVOS. They weren't able to prolong the series further. But looking at the replay now, we're looking at the crucial moments. Who do you think stood out to you the most from ONIC?
Look at this guy, bro. He died in the end, but like that 2 kills with the spell farms that he has, he is definitely deserving of the MVP.
All right, so the answer is Lutfi, and he deserves the player of the game, presented to you by the official tournament smartphone Samsung Galaxy S25 FE. It feels like he's trying to prove a point, because I mean, earlier on, you mentioned that Lutfi was a little bit...
He's off.
Yeah.
I would say...
Other than on the Yuzong.
Yeah, on the Yuzong, definitely number 1 Yuzong in Indonesia. But on the Lapu Lapu, well, Game 3 I won't count. Game 2 more so, right? Because Game 3 was just a pure kind of outdraft situation. It was very weird, too greedy of a composition. Game 2, I think it's just the inconsistency of Lutpi in that game of zoning. In this game, he had a really good time. And I think it was also mainly because of the space that was given to him. Like, there was so many more targets this time that actually were threatening EVOS that Lutpi came off the radar.
Yeah, and the follow-up will be immediate if Lutpi goes in, right? The Wild Charge, Sats can poke from behind, and also the RWM, Kyrie on a Hayabusa. He's on a Hayabusa, right?
Yeah.
I believe.
Hayabusa.
So it's instantaneous for ONIC, and this is how ONIC should have been playing for right from the get-go, man. Just put these guys on a fast-paced hero that can snowball really, really well, and it fits the bill.
I gotta say, though, Kyrie was really unlocked here this game.
Again, it's the greedy move for Rendy, I would say there. Like, you guys would say, you know, it's an all right move. I say it's a mistake. You know, when you've already gotten the Hayabusa to use the quad shadow, you don't need to chase. You just wait around a turtle because it's almost, at that point, I think it was guaranteed turtle. You use the quad shadow already, just wait in the quad shadow next to the turtle, help your jungler secure it. And that's why I think in the end, even though we did say it's going to be game number 5, we saw the angle. We saw that it could be 50-50 depending on how the early game goes. And unfortunately for EVOS, despite some clutch moments, Turtle 1 is very important for them, for their composition to start. Because You already mentioned it. Was it you, Eternal, or you, Shepin? But 1-1 doesn't do too well when they're behind.
Yeah.
Arlet, even more so. Arlet needs to be ahead, or at least even, right? And after that play, they were behind, all of them, and it became really hard, and that's what unlocked Lutfi as well. Kyrie being unlocked, being a threat, making EVOS think of him, and then, while they were thinking of him, Lutfi does this. Boom, bang.
Yeah, but shout out for this combo, man. I think this is the wet dream for all the... Well, yeah, this is the vision, but unfortunately, it is too one-dimensional, man.
Yeah.
It only happened 2 times in this match, and it's not really that pivotal either.
It didn't
Everyone has to, everyone has to clump up. Even then, the crossbow tank is not crossbow tanging.
Yeah.
The Revitalize, by the way, also is... that's the reason Keyboy went for it. He went Blade Armor, Dominant Size, Revitalize.
Yeah.
So crossbow
Oh,
tank
man.
ain't getting through him if it's crit build. I don't think it would have gone through him either if it's attack speed build, but there's a bigger chance.
See, the Guinevere pick, you might think that, oh, it's bad because it lacks damage, right? But I think the one that kind of kills the draft in the second phase is the 1-1 initial pick.
Yeah.
It kind of
Yeah.
makes Albert have to go for a damage jungler. And at the same time, there's really not good of an option. I think
Joy.
I still would have gone for Joy, but at the same time, it's not good for Kataya.
Yep.
You know, you get peeled easily by the Grok, and it's a Harith.
Yeah.
So it's a bad comp either way.
As Midnight said to me in the group while teasing me after BTR's loss, Lamau 1-1 red 4. Same case here, right? It was Eman picked it 1-1 red 4. 1-1 has been a horrible pick so far in the playoffs.
0% win rate?
I believe so. Not a single win yet, no.
Okay, not doing too hot, but I mean, ONIC were doing hot. 11 minutes and 49 seconds. This was so fast. I think this is one of the fastest games we've seen in the playoffs so far. Everything else averaging above 15 minutes. I don't know. Do you think that the drafts were a major component to how EVOS lost? Because usually, for the past few games, we do see that the pick for Albert is secured first 3.
Yeah. I think it's just a gamble. Like, EVOS played a gamble here. They thought they would be the ones to secure Turtle 1 and win it out to get the snowball. If they don't get it, they would lose. ONIC definitely had more ways to actually play the game. EVOS just had one. They had the combo and the early game. If they don't get both, it's cooked.
Why not prevent that gamble from happening, though?
Yeah, that's why in the first phase, they gambled with Arla. They thought the Arla would be able to be
The game changer.
But obviously he wasn't. Yeah.
To be fair, Arlet, look at that statistics right there. He's topping in both damage dealt and also damage tanked. So Randy did all he could on that hero, but unfortunately it's really not enough.
That Turtle 1, the flicker forward was the only mistake I would say for Randy. But that was a crucial one because they needed Turtle 1. They needed that snowball.
Yeah, I think Game 5 after this, it boils down to the battle of the junglers. Hayabusa might not be available for both sides. Lancelot might not be available too in the first phase. Just because of the fact that they want to secure that safety, I guess, and the blue side to be able to pick a damage dealing jungler.
All right, which one do we like more? Rock Band or Haya Band? Ooh, right?
Oh, you're making me think.
Exactly. That's like the question from me right now to Captain Vin, ex-BTR by the way, is Rock or Haya Band?
Wait, are we assuming that EVO stay on the same side, or...?
Either way, I think the bands they were like, yeah, full respect bans for both, right?
Okay.
Just now, do you ban the Grok or the Hayabusa instead of what do they ban?
EVO's ban CC Yuzong Lance, ONIC ban
Instead of
Uranus
CC
Ranger
then.
Lunox.
Yeah, because they get first pick, right?
Yeah, and I think EVOS really has to win the draft, man, because in the series so far, there has been multiple wins from ONIC, even though they lose out the draft.
Yep, that's
so.
true.
If you lose out in the draft initially, it's not going to look good in the game, man.
Even if it's 50-50, because earlier we said 50-50, like the execution for ONIC is immaculate. Still, in Game 4, by the way, after getting beaten 2 times in a row, on point.
Composure. Composure. They want that upper bracket. I don't think they want to fall here. That's why when we were talking about how this game is going to go, like a 3-1 for EVOS, it feels a little too easy.
It was too good.
By the way, Nefin predicted right, I think, the entire day today.
What did he predict? What did she predict for this match?
She went 3-2 ONIC for this match.
Wow.
Is Slim Kochul on duty today?
Yes.
I think he predicted EVOS 3-2 because he hates ONIC.
Oh.
Oh.
Well, that's
oh.
That's personal.
Not ONIC, but
the fan.
some
the Sonic.
We call it
You mean the Sonic.
Octum.
Oh.
Yeah.
The Oknums, not the Sonic. Sorry, my
It's
bad.
not the Sonic.
Sorry, my bad.
I-
I apologize. But either or, we're back down to a best of one.
Only
the Rumble
one.
in the Jungle. It used to be called the Rumble in the Jungle. Now
Yeah.
it's called the International Derby.
By the way, EVOS are the ones who've gone 5 games twice now.
Twice.
Back-to-back 5 games.
You gotta do it the hard way.
Hey, man.
They like it the hard way.
They have that stamina, man. Long draw. No, yes, exactly. That
Very long.
very long. Duration. Is duration more important? Or do you want to just get it done? Because like
I like
3-0,
getting it done, honestly.
it's more entertaining 3-2,
Oh, wait,
but
but it
3-0,
depends.
3-0 is
If it's
Go
like
to-
a
go
high,
next.
if it's like a high stakes match,
exactly.
then duration.
Exactly. So that's why right now 3-2.
Exactly. I wouldn't have it any other way. I wish our first match was 3-2.
BTR are pretty quick with it, you know, in the playoffs.
I guess they don't value.
You know, they don't either they 3-0 or they get 3-0 or 3-1.
I mean,
but
the
3-2 is
remontada
rare.
happened, remember?
That's basically a 3-0. The other way, you know.
By the way, Barats showed up in MPLPH.
And guess what? It lost. It's almost like we saw this last season from another team in Indonesia. Oh.
It was a risky pick. There was no Matilda to help out the Barats.
Yeah. Even with Matilda, it's still
Still a
Sometimes
bad
super
pick.
risky.
Sometimes
Pick up a Rats.
being on broadcast limits me, man.
I mean,
Risky is so nice.
Interesting.
That is so...
That was
good.
an interesting pick.
I mean, you can say it right away right here. And
It's-
apologize afterwards.
That's
As
what
the greatest
Sheffield does.
talent of MLBB said.
No. That's only for him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't work for everyone else.
Yeah. He's
Unfortunate.
privileged.
That's privilege, Sheffin. All right.
That's true.
You understand now?
I understand it now.
I understand it now.
I understand it. You're goats.
Hold on now.
You're goats.
No, no. There's one of my goats,
Oh.
one of my boy.
Right.
Not all of them my goats.
But that's Bude, and she's a goat too. So let's ring, 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 Bude. What you got for us?
If she's a goat, you gotta talk to her like that.
Siap di tengah-tengah ketegangan untuk menentukan siapa yang bertahan di upper bracket dan siapa yang akan turun ke lower bracket. Di sini Bude menemukan ada anomali di sini. Tiba-tiba ada Coach Yap pakai jersey EVOS.
Ya,
Mabuhay.
salah kan?
Oh salah ya. Ini Coach Yap bukan?
Bukan. Versi EVOS-nya.
Oh ini versi EVOS-nya mirip ya. Tadi Bude dibisikin itu Coach Yap pakai jersey EVOS. Kan semuanya kaget. Tapi boleh kenalan di sini. Halo.
Halo, malam. Nama saya Erwin.
Oh Erwin, klarifikasi langsung ternyata di sini. Tapi Bude ngeliat di sini antusiasme banget ngedukung EVOS. Erwin, gimana ngelihat ini sekarang 2 sama?
Harusnya sih bisa 1-3 tadi. Kalahnya itu karena Erlennya main one-one terus sih.
Oh, bilangnya bukan coach Jeff tapi menganalisa langsung kayak coach di sini ya. Oke Coach Erwin, tapi sebentar dulu karena di sebelah kiri Bude menemukan ada Kairi kecil. Ini mini Kairi. Halo.
Halo Bude.
Ini papahnya,
Ya,
anaknya.
ya.
Bener.
Iya.
Ada ibunya?
Ada.
Ada. Kesini memang sekeluarga jadi Sonic.
Iya.
Dan Bude tuh denger-denger ini nama Kairi tuh bukan karena ngefans, emang namanya Kairi.
Iya, karena ngefans juga sih.
Anaknya kan, dia juga ngefans Kairi udah.
Kebetulan waktu istri lagi hamil, kita waktu itu kalau nggak salah M5 ya. Terus lagi cari-cari nama. Waktu itu Kairi masih masa-masa prime lah. Jadi ya udah Kairi aja.
Kairi aja. Jadi karena ngefans Kairi dan semuanya juga kayaknya cinta, langsung aja kasih nama Kairi. Dek, semoga kamu jaga-jaga ya retrinya ya nanti ya. Oke, tapi kalau ngebahas tentang penamaan Kairi. Sekarang Kairi dari M5, sekarang udah kita mau ke M7 nih, berarti kan udah cukup lama. Gimana mendukung ONIC selama ini?
Pasti ONIC bisa sih Kak. Sorry Budi, apa tadi?
Gimana ngedukung ONIC selama ini dari season ke season, dari M5 sampai sekarang mau M7 juga. Apa harapannya nih mungkin buat Kairi?
Kalau buat Kairi sih yang penting selalu semangat aja sih. Harusnya Kairi tujuannya udah internasional kan. Jadi harusnya di MPL bisa lah. Kita ke MC7 juga.
Tentu saja harapan besar, tapi Bude di sini nggak cuma pengen ngobrol-ngobrol aja karena Bude penasaran sama dari kedua belas super fans. Bude akan bermain bersama dengan mereka biar mencairkan situasi dulu ya. Di sini kita akan bermain dengan adanya sebuah apa ya, bisa dibilang ini strategi dari EVOS fans dan juga Sonic untuk mendapatkan Dream Team. Anggap aja gak harus EVOS semua, jangan ONIC semua ya. Pokoknya kalian punya budget itu 15 juta. Gimana caranya kalian menggunakan 15 juta itu ngedapetin 5 player. Kalau nggak 5 player, nggak bisa start tuh gamenya, oke?
Oke.
Oke? Siap?
Oke, siap.
Siap, monggo. Kita akan ganti-gantian ya. Jadi kalau yang udah diambil sama satunya nggak bisa dipilih lagi. Let's go, kita ambil dulu nih dari yang EVOS dulu deh. Monggo, boleh silakan pilih.
Untuk budget 5 juta di Skylar.
Skylar, oke.
Oh,
Skylar.
diambil.
Skylar diambil aja. Dibawa pulang, jangan. Ditempelin sini ya, tempelin sebelah. Oke, 5 juta pertama. Ini bukan 5 juta ya. Skylar berapa hargamu? Oke, selanjutnya.
Kairi boleh?
Boleh dong. Kairi yang mana nih? Kairi yang kecil apa kairi besar? Ayo. Mana kairinya?
Gak ada Kairinya sih Bude.
Ya udah tempelin dedeknya ke sini.
Kiboy aja, Kiboy.
Kiboy aja.
Karena sama-sama Manado juga kan.
Oh, dari
Ya.
Manado Pride.
Kiboy
Oke.
aja.
Boleh. Bawahnya Skylar, nanti akan sebelahnya. Monggo.
Untuk jungler Albert.
Albert. Wah, langsung ya. Gercep banget. Selanjutnya. Udah 9 juta ya, tinggal 6 juta nih.
Ya.
Ini masih 10 juta.
Paling ini sih Bude.
Oh lala, EXP Kin. Satu player anyar. 7 juta sudah dipakai. Yuk.
Sisa 6 juta. Romer, Alex.
Oke, tersisa 3 juta. Mulai bermain strategi. Masih sisa banyak, baru kepake 7 juta, masih 8 juta.
Yang pasti Gilang San sih.
Wih, langsung gila Sans. 12 juta sudah terpakai, bagaimana ini? Sisa 2 player dan silahkan.
3 juta ya?
Iya, 3 juta.
Midline Okta.
Okta. Most improved player sudah dikantongi. Ini regular season udah diambil, Dream Team juga direbut. Selanjutnya siapa
Paling
nih?
sama Manado juga Bude. Gops.
Oh gitu ya, sesama Manado nih.
Ya.
Ini jadi tim Manado setelah ini.
Berarti kurangnya SP. Waduh.
Ayo.
SP-nya udah habis dong.
Ya udah berarti role lain ya dipaksa.
Dipaksa
Pindah
aja.
role, paksa aja.
Paksa aja ya.
Pro player
Oke.
harus bisa segalanya.
Oke.
Oke, 1 juta terakhir. XP udah, Prom udah, Mid
Apro
udah.
Bude.
EXP-nya 2,
Ya, nggak
Afro-nya 1. Oke, yang jadi jungler siapa nih? Gak apa-apa ya?
Sans aja deh yang jadi jungler Bude.
Sans balik
Kan
lagi
bisa.
jadi
Ya,
jungler.
ya.
Oke, coba ini Bude penasaran sama rating dari semua super fans yang ada di sini. Coba kasih tepuk tangan untuk pilihan dari EVOS Fans. Oke, 15 jutamu mendapatkan suara kira-kira ya 20% dari 20% di sini ya. Coba mana nih? Tepuk tangannya untuk pilihan dari tim Sonic. Sudah ya?
80%-nya Sony ya?
Iya. Gimana ya? Nggak apa-apa. Tapi yang penting kita akan melanjutkan game kelima. Game kita sudah usai di sini. Dan satu kata untuk EVOS di game kelima.
Bantai terus.
Bantai terus. Satu kata untuk ONIC.
Go ONIC!
Go ONIC! Dan langsung saja inilah dia game penentuan antara EVOS dan ONIC Derby Internasional. Let's go!
Thank you, Bude Clara Mongstar, for that interview with the super fans. We got a taste to see how full the arena actually is. It's action-packed, it's packed. That's why it's so loud here. Every time someone makes a play, the atmosphere, once again, is electrifying. But we gotta go back to this. Both teams are at match point. One more game away of securing the upper bracket final slot, the final upper bracket slot, up against with Alter Ego.
Yep.
Who is it going to be? Thoughts, boys?
I think we have to look at the drafts.
So it's gonna come down to the drafts.
I
Do you
think
agree,
so.
Sheffin? Or do you have someone in mind already?
Well, yeah, it's gonna come from what do you say again?
Come down to the drafts.
Come down to the drafts. But we said it, right? If it's 50-50, it's gonna favor ONIC. If it's 40-60, it must still favor ONIC.
Yeah, you need to win.
It might be ONIC. And I just want to say, for these two teams, you might think that maybe save some strats for the next stage. But do you want to go up against BTR in the lower bracket?
I think you do, right? They're looking very weak. They're not going to win anything this season. They're absolute trash.
Oh, okay.
I mean, yeah, garbage team.
Sus. So sus. So sus. Why? Do you think lower bracket Bigatron is stronger Bigatron?
No, they're weak. They're so if they go down, they're for sure out, man.
Did God
Especially
call
against
you or
ONIC and
something?
EVOS, man. Like,
Did he like give you a ring?
Who?
Coed or something? What's going on? Why the change of attitude?
the
Brother.
cope lives through the curse.
You've been cursing for the longest time right now.
And they've never won.
Yeah, I think it doesn't matter at this point.
No,
man.
I've been supporting them and they've never won. See, now I need to.
Okay.
Didn't you try this last season?
No. Last season, I predicted them and it came up. So, yes, tomorrow I'm going to predict them.
So from now on, if you see any BTR player, you're not allowed to say my goat.
Oh,
Like you say the opposite.
What is the
I need
opposite of a
to
goat?
try that. I need to try that.
My Taug.
My Tog. Okay, I'll call them my Tog.
My
Togim. Togim.
Togim.
Togim.
Anyway, draft recap from game number 1 to game number 2 and game number 3. Anything that we have to, slice and dice about this? Are we still thinking that Evo should secure their jungler in the first 3 picks?
I mean, I wish I could talk about the drafts if I can see it.
So,
You
for
can't see.
basically for EVOS, they picked up the jungle game 1, game 2, game 3, always in the first phase. So, yeah, that's that.
Except for game 1, but no.
Game 1
game
was
2,
also...
no. Wait, which one was the box? Game
Baksha
2.
Game 2, Baksha.
Except for that, but that was
So this
like
is not pick order.
an outlier.
Yeah. Gotta go through that.
Can I get my glasses real quick?
Where
There you
is
go. Game 2 is
it?
getting highlighted.
It's
That'll be
Alvin.
No, you can't. I think also, by the way, I don't know why
Meet
the
mine?
Alice is completely gone, right? They have multiple. Here, I think for EVOS, don't overthink it. I think the Arlet pick, now that I think about it, was
Okay.
kind of like, why? It's like they haven't picked Arlet at all yet, and it's always been something that ONIC have also kind of like let go, right? Throughout these drafts, it hasn't been like a prio ban through and through in the second phase after you've seen these compositions. So I think for them, it would be much better to pick up the Eastern Shin in that red 3 position. But now it gets difficult because now you've already shown the Arlet. So now I will, especially if you ban the Phobius, it should be an automatic
And
Arlet ban.
ONIC did ban it in game 3.
But that was only after you see the Arlet, sorry, the Phobius ban, no? Is the second phase?
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah, it was Phobius and then Arlen.
in this case, you got to try to play those mind games, man, because again, there are multiple options for Rendy. But in the jungle, I think right now you want Albert on a carry, that's for sure.
Yeah, it has to be, right? Unless they have a solid damage dealer in the gold lane.
David
It's
beat.
not 1-1. It's not
Oh
1-1.
my god, that's Jeffrey Nicol!
Who is the Eterna to the people back at home who don't know?
Is a very famous local celebrity. He's an actor.
An actor. He's a, I think, is he mainstream actor? Yeah, I think he's
Yeah,
mainstream,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
Like
yeah,
he's
yeah,
popular,
yeah.
dude. He's watching MPL?
That's wild.
Dang! Then we got David Beat. David Beat's the guy
Gerald
who-
Liu.
Who?
With Gerald Liu and David Beat.
Oh yeah.
They're friends. I think OP, because like they stream together sometimes.
Oh.
I'm not keeping up with the stream game.
I wonder
Ah,
if
okay.
Big Mo is gonna show up.
Oh, is he your goat?
No, he's not my goat.
Oh.
He's funny though.
I thought, I
Oh,
would
wait.
imagine you liking him.
Dude, I actually do like his content because he's funny. But he actually almost joined BTR, no?
Really?
Yeah, like during EWC, they had like that whole gimmick, him and Rachel. BTR Ring. I was like,
Oh, okay.
he was almost my GOAT, dude. He's just
Very
so
close.
close to being my GOAT.
So Fani's your goat.
Huh?
now.
Oh, he is my GOAT, man. And he's a Liverpool fan and a Ferrari fan. My GOAT.
Is Johan your goat?
He's my GOAT, but he supports Arsenal, so it's kind of like...
I don't know any of these people.
They're BTR people.
They're
Okay.
BTR people.
Okay.
It's okay. You have Poodle, right?
Yes.
Who else is? Oh, Natarin, right? Natarin is also part of Geek. Anyway, group draw. Group draw. What? Map draw is what I meant to say. I didn't get to see the map draw.
Because of Poodle?
Wait. Where is the map draw? Expanding Rivers. There you go. For our final game in this best of 5 series, we're getting the Expanding River. So mid-trio.
Very topical.
Gonna be as important as ever. Okay, there you go. That's a Grok ban. Yuzong Harris ban for EVOS. ONIC, CC, Granger, as well as the Uranus. This is the drafting phase, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. Presented to you by the official tournament smartphone Samsung Galaxy S25 FE.
I don't like the fact that Keyboy gets the Kalea, man. I guess you get the Lunox, but
Gatot Kacha.
has to be, right?
Has to be.
There's no other option.
Do you even go Yisun Shin, though? I don't think so, right? Do you?
I mean, what else is there?
Haya.
Oh, Hayabusa is still wide open.
Oh, they go Yisun Shin and Gatot.
There you go, right?
And yeah. It is, yeah, I mean, it's good, but Keyboy is on a playmaker. Yeah, that's something I don't like. I agree with Sheffin. It's at least Lunox on Sway Low. This is, by the way, if you guys are just tuning in, this is the Lancy of MPL ID. If you see Lunox open, he's picking it up, and finally Sans gets his hands on a Kimmy.
Yeah, I always like more stable DPS that's coming from mid lane, and both of these teams gets the same. So it's kind of an even playing field from both of them, right? Comes down to the side lane, a repetition of what happened in game number 4.
I don't know. I feel like Kimmy clears faster than Lunox. What do you guys think?
It kind of works in the same way that it's a constant damage dealer that you can rely on.
Yep.
Yeah.
Is what I'm trying to say.
It's just like the mana is less reliable on Lunox, but I get your point. Second phase though, the Alice gets banned out.
Oh, this is amazing, actually. Oh, man, yeah. What we were talking about for Rendi was for red side. Now that you don't actually pick up the XP lane on blue side, yeah, this is just going to be a full lockdown on the XP laners. What is Rendi going to pick up? Like, the Alice banned out, Lapu's banned out, the Yutong's taken out, the Uranus is out as well.
Do you want to ban the glue here for ONIC? Esmeralda will be the option.
Yeah, I don't think you want to go ban the glue, because right now the composition should do well against a glue, right? They ban out the Esmeralda. ONIC, are they going to go Phobius? No, right? I mean, doesn't make it's not good.
I mean, if we're considering the option that's left, it's not that bad.
Arlet is an option.
True.
What else?
Oh man.
I don't think EVOS want to. Do they want to ban the Arlet? I don't think so. I think they're fine. If ONIC pick up the Arlet, they go Phobius themselves, and then it just becomes a battle.
It's taking a while.
They're really thinking about this. Yeah, they take away the Phobius now.
There you go. So they've basically given free Arlet. It almost looks too good. What bait is it for? What are EVOS planning here?
Or do you want to go for gold laner first and give out a winning lane for Lutpi?
But okay, let's say
Is
if
there
you do that.
potential for Gatot to go XP?
That's the thing. That's why I want to ask. I don't really think it works for Rendi. You wouldn't want him on a Gatot Kacha, right? It's kind of like putting Tyron on Gatot Kacha. It'll lose you the final game of the series.
I mean, I can see a world where you get flex, knowing that there's already two solid damage dealers. So they make it for themselves. Oh man.
You know what I like? You know what I like?
So,
Terizla. I like Terizla.
For EVOS.
For EVOS, Terizla.
Obviously.
And then the gold lane. I don't know about the gold lane.
Claude again?
They just go Ruby?
So they all in on YSS and Lunox?
Yes, sir. I think that's the case right now for EVOS, right? The Ruby should be able to sustain a lot as well against the glue. You're good against a Lancelot because you need someone to lock that Lancelot down. You don't have it right now. and to win the first few neutral objectives, the Terizla.
Or do you want to go the RF way and pick up something like a Benedetta?
Let's see.
It's a
Gold,
fight.
gold. Oh, Erlan.
To
This is
close out a series.
Oh,
Wow.
my lord.
It's an easy Ruby, right?
It looks like it, yeah. But does Skylar want a Ruby or does he want his pick? His classic pick?
I mean, his classic pick ain't doing that good either against his composition for me.
That's
Yep,
true.
but it is comfort.
Is it not risky against the Cho?
It is.
I don't know.
No,
Extremely risky.
any gold laner is bad against
Yes.
this.
It almost seems too good to be true. The Ruby looks so good here, right? Well,
Yeah.
it's not. Doesn't look too good. It's just the best choice.
Yeah, there you go. The Ruby gets locked in. Final pick for Onyx.
I really think it should have been Terizla Ruby for EVOS, man.
I think
50-50.
I think it's more of a gamble for Erlan than Skylar.
Yeah,
So, Onyx or EVOS, boys?
I'm going with ONIC.
same here. I think ONIC should be able to get it done, but because Erlan's my boy, ONIC will win this.
Is this a curse?
I don't know.
I don't know what's going on, but I guess we'll have to throw it over to the casters for the final game in this best of 5 series, the International Derby. There is a strong chance that the White Tigers can take this.
This battle has to fight balance. One the favored, and one the dark horses. It all takes us to game 5. The skies are shook. EVOS pushing ONIC to the limit. Can they be the ones to secure the upper bracket final, or will ONIC once more show who they really are? The last game of today in the International Derby, it is ONIC against EVOS.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is time. One more showdown between the Yellow Porcupines and the White Tigers. Take a look at ONIC already initiating in the mid lane, forcing Key to pop the Revitalize.
Small win, and
Oh,
ONIC
Albert.
gonna get that, but yeah, the counter jungle from
Oh.
Albert gets the orange buff. That's gonna really delay Kyrie's pathing now. And Kyrie has been subject to being on the back foot for the series up against Albert. That went unchecked. And Kyrie, how is he gonna recover from this? He's gonna go and take the lethal wanderer, but look at Erlan. Erlan is here.
Already very, very aggressive
Kyrie
here.
gets it though.
But that's already a big win for Albert. Farming-wise, taking the orange buff.
Yep. Emblems by GamesMax again. Came in with the weakness find. And the nothing out of the ordinary, Keyboy.
Yeah, that's gonna be Albert here. Mount Shocker does not land. So yeah, all is A-okay.
The weakness finder, the weapons master, excuse me, that emblem. But now San's back with this. This is one of his favorite picks, the Kimmy, right? It can really appeal for the team with the damage that it has. Good front to back as well. But I don't know, with this composition, it seems like ONIC want to brawl it out just abruptly. Compared to EVOS, given this Arlet Ferendi, it is all just for them on a silver platter, and now ONIC will be the ones to tip the Lord.
It will be the first neutral objective here on the board for Kai. A healthy one. And EVOS seems like they're okay with it. They're letting it go. They're saying, hey, we will have our compensation later on.
Yeah. They're going to play through Albert, obviously, and the Lunox, too. So 2 core members that needs to be online. The Key gets knocked up.
That's a pull. I'm offended. Revitalize. Popped. Erlan is there to Way of Dragon. Keyboy, not enough damage just yet, but Keyboy will fall regardless. Both roamers now taken down. Kyrie looking to close the distance there, but Key will survive.
Man, Erlan survives with a sliver of HP.
Erlan survives, man.
Man. It feels like we're seeing a battle down in the gold lane where 2 of these players, they are known to be traditional marksman players. They like the marksmen, they like the rangers, they like the Harriet. And then now we see them brawling out like it's XP lane, right? They play the Cho Gold, something we haven't really seen much of Erlan. We have our fair share of, criticism towards him when he has to go and play the fighter. Same goes for Skylar. He's now on the Ruby. Obviously on peel duty, and he has to go in to control the backline of EVOS. Now though, EVOS with the Gatot Kacha, they can set a lot of things up, especially with Albert, with the Yi Sun Shin. And now ONIC, by leaving open the Arlet, it looks like they have some sort of counterplay towards it with the glue too. Tsunami Slam.
On towards one. That's going to be Albert. Burst it down. What a setup there by ONIC. That's a big kill.
That's a very, very big kill. On towards Albert too, and the turtle will spawn. 15 seconds. ONIC has Cryo and Tempo in the mid lane and into the bottom side of the lane as well. Adelan completely pressured. He's going to have to clear the wave. Meanwhile, Skylar and Keyboy are rotating on towards the turtle pit. Traction Pulse gets expended though. And now they will try to take this neutral objective.
I think it's a free one, right? Albert died earlier on. So ONIC, they look to, I guess, double their lead in a sense, right? Two turtles on the board already. And yeah, all according to plan.
Strong objective contest as well. When you have the Ruby, when you have the Kalea, you have a lockdown, you have some sort of control. Oh, Skylar!
Finds two! That's a two-man knockup. Kai says hello. Randy and P will be taken down. Take a look at Kai. Punching jabs, but that will be the purple gone. So again, ONIC applying heavy pressure.
That was Skylar abruptly flickering in, getting the I'm offended onto 2. Good follow-up. For the rest of the ONIC boys, goal difference all in favor of ONIC. 2.6k gold lead. And then now it begs the question, how does this show function, right?
Yeah.
Aside from pickoffs. Because if the show wants to go into the backline, there is way too many obstacles to go through. You have Keyboy who can just lock you down, and then Skylar with the mini CCs. They can just lock the show in place. And then as Adelan, if you want to go in and go out, it feels like he's going to be on a suicide mission. And then the glue is just as annoying as the other members of the squad. Tough boots for Sans. He knows he has to try to dodge in. Offers damage!
That's the damage by Kai. Will pop the brilliance there in response to that burst potential damage. And yeah, good thing that he survives that one.
Wait, Keyboy goes in for the Dominance Ice. The Suns not go for the Glowing Wand because usually this patch at least when mid laners go for the Glowing Wand, the roamers might just skip the Dominance Ice. But now he goes for that Dominance Ice. So yeah, Sans also has the Glowing Wand already, so they want to go in ham. As Randy pops the sweep. It's Jonathan Liandi and our screens Emperor.
Wow. Hello, Joe.
Gushin God.
Yeah, Gushin God indeed.
31 and 6. What was it? 31 and 3?
Yeah, oh, big final slash by Randy in the mid lane, but no! A bigger I'm offended! That's gonna be Randy taking down Key a little bit late there with the AOG, and that's another double for Kai. ONIC, 4,000 gold lead 6 minutes in.
Skylar looking alive in this match. Kyrie 1v1 with Albert. Something we want to see. But it is not wise to prolong your stay. And Adelan, now the only thing you see him do is just extend his presence on the side lanes as a show, sure. But then where does EVOS get the lockdown, the pickoff style they want to do? Because it's just up to Randy now with the final slash. And then you have to follow it up, right? But Suelo so far at least has 1 kill to his name as the Lunox, and then he has a way to get out of harm's way with that Brilliance Order. Hidden armor for Key, he knows the damage from the Kimmy will bite them. And ONIC feels like they have a way to just push back EVOS. They have a way to kind of, you know, mind the gap up against EVOS, especially with the Kimmy, a very strong pick. In this context at least. Kyrie, brute force, breastplate, extra tankiness, cooldown reduction as well. So yeah, ONIC, so far they are playing to their game plans. And we talked about ONIC just, you know, opting for comfort. This one I think is much more meta than comfort. Sky Piercer for Sans. It is going to come in handy. And it is time for Sans to farm those stacks up.
It is definitely time for ONIC to apply more pressure in the jungles. That's a big knock up in the back. Oh, again! The combination of Key and Randy are not working right now.
No.
But this time ONIC adds way low to the hit list. 3 members off the board, and ONIC, they will go for more.
Erlan is trying to salvage such a dire situation in the base of EVOS. At least he's hitting on the bottom side turret. He's gonna get one. And ONIC, they seem unfazed. They will stay in that mid lane. Do they want to barge in? Are they trying to force a fight? Erlan might look for a flank angle, get a kick in, and even the holy defense from ONIC will be popped. So a slight win from EVOS. And now they have to find Erlan.
There you go, yeah, they found it. They found it. Erlan was unable to find a flank there. He got the structure though, at least. The Lord is up, and I don't see a way where EVOS can contest.
It's a slow burn now. It's a slow, painful death for EVOS. 7.2k gold lead. ONIC will try to get this Lord going. Oracle secured for Keyboy. Extra magic damage. Extra tankiness too. And look at EVOS. Mind you, all 3 plus this one, 4 objectives, are left uncontested by EVOS. And ONIC just breezed past them easily, taking all of that, plundering it. And even Erlan, see, this show becomes less of a variable now for ONIC to deal with. Because all it has to do now is just create a segue play up top, just push it, and get a split push going. But that's not how you really want to kind of operate, right? As a show short, it is quite good, but again, you have to go in for the kicks, man. Even Kyrie's going to respond to Erlan 1v1.
Hello. Kai will receive that Way of Dragon.
No.
Will it have enough damage though? I don't think so. That's a great timing on that flicker by Erlan, just to buy time as the Lord is marching in the mid lane.
Yeah, I think Kyrie's going to hold Erlan, but he lets him recall. Meanwhile, the Lord will knock into the White Tiger's cage. Let's see if they can hold. The Lord is quite, frankly, healthy. And even the whole defense down bottom pop. I'll try to push in the bottom side turret as well. And Erlan is still staying up top.
Tsunami slam by Keyboy! That's gonna be Kyrie executing a player. Now, ONIC, they lock in the turret as Kai picks the double. They want to fight, and they will win it. Ladies and gentlemen, it is all over! As ONIC, they will wipe out EVOS and take the series 3-2. Welcome to the upper brackets.
One step away from M7. But for EVOS, it's time for them to try again. Lower brackets, they will go. A match against Bigatron is up on the cards. And the White Tigers on the final hurdle. Their fangs are not sharp enough to pierce through the Sky Kings. They rule the skies once more. And once again, they remind us that they are indeed the Sky Kings. It was a shaky start, a questionable series, the first 2 games at least. But ONIC, they turn things around. The reverse sweep comes clutch.
Sad times for Albert. Almost took down his former team. But ONIC still denies that chance. They still have a chance though in the lower brackets where the red robots, they're waiting.
And at least for EVOS, it's improvement. We have seen them struggle against teams far beyond their reach. But up against ONIC, they're able to push it to game number 5. And this just might be a good sign, at least for EVOS. Even if they lose here, a lot of things to learn, a lot of things to fix. And they might just be well equipped for tomorrow's clash against Bigatron. It's gonna be a do or die match for them. And man, this was the last push. Erlan was still up at top.
Yeah.
I don't know what he was looking for. Not even a single minion was shown. And ONIC just took that opportunity to go in. Again, the Cho rendered useless. Sorry to say, but there isn't a single angle, a single window where the Cho could be a difference. And ONIC, as cold as they are, will face Alter Ego in the upper bracket finals. And let's see what the players have to say. Up on stage with Bude Clara Mongstar.
Sonic, sambutlah tayangan perdana dan kemenangan perdana
Sonic, greet
dari
your
tim
first
ONIC.
win from Team ONIC in the playoffs.
Dengan semua bendera sorak-sorai kali ini, match pembukaan dari tim ONIC
This
terasa
opening
begitu
match
intens.
of
Gimana pada
ONIC
akhirnya
feels super
kalian bisa
intense.
memenangkan match pembukaan kalian, San?
But finally, you guys can win it. How do you feel, Sans?
Ini match pertama kita di playoff.
Thank God.
Bisa dibilang ini berjalan dengan lancar. Jadi,
It is
kita
a
masih ada
smooth
match
run.
besok juga kan. Jadi kita udah fokus di match besok aja sih.
So we're just gonna have to
udah
focus
langsung
for
ya?
the next match
Ya, karena udah
tomorrow.
kelar kan.
Oh,
Because
jadi
today is
begitu
already
kelar,
over.
selesai. Mikirin buat besok. Dah.
Nah, betul, betul.
Yap.
Buset, bener-bener nggak ada napasnya, nggak dikasih break. Tapi kalau kita
Seems like
lihat
there's no
balik
break for you
sedikit
guys.
tentang match hari ini, San.
But looking back at it for
kita
the match
melihat
today,
intens banget.
it's
dan
super
paling
intense.
nyaris aja ada
And it was
match point yang
almost
EVOS dapatkan.
match
Di
point
saat kalian udah
for
mendapat satu
EVOS.
game, mendadak EVOS ngedapetin 2 game. Apa yang terjadi?
all of a sudden, EVOS got 2 games after the first win.
Mungkin ada kesalahan di early sih kayak
Maybe we
counter
made
gitu. Ada
mistakes
kesalahan,
early.
Jadi EVOS-nya lumayan pintar juga kan. Jadi ya kita bisa
And EVOS was quite smart.
Mungkin kuncinya di turtle pertama dong sih. Sebelum turtle pertama dia lebih bagus.
Maybe the key was the first total. They were better
memang
at the
di
time.
sini EVOS berbeda dengan yang ada di regular season
Is
atau
the current EVOS
bagaimana?
different than the
Yang aku lihat
regular
sebenarnya
season
nggak
EVOS?
terlalu jauh beda sih. Cuman ya
Not really. It
nggak ada sih yang kulihat sih mau
doesn't differ
mirip
that
sih
much.
dia cara main regular sama playoff. Ya nggak ada beda dikit lah.
It's only a small
Saja.
difference.
Tapi kalau ngebahas tentang ONIC,
But if we're talking about
mode
ONIC,
playoff apa, Sans? Ada mode playoff, ada beda kah?
is there a playoff mode for you
Ya,
guys?
yang pastinya beda lah kalau kita fokus di regular
Obviously,
sama
it's
playoff.
always different.
Playoff lebih
In the playoffs,
banyak apa ya? Ya beda
there
sih
are
vibe-nya
more.
gitu. Playoff lebih
It's a different vibes.
berbahaya lah.
For playoffs, we are more dangerous.
Berbahaya. Oke, ngebahas tentang berbahaya.
Talking
Dari
about
UPI
dangerous.
sendiri, UPI.
For Lutfi.
Ketika sudah tertinggal 2 game, 1
When
game
you
lagi
were
udah
down
milik
2 games,
EVOS, apa yang UPI
or 2 to
pikirkan
1,
atau apa yang terjadi di balik layar
what went
dengan
through your
tim ONIC?
mind
Ya
and
mungkin
behind the scenes for ONIC?
kita mikir nextnya sih. Kan
We
season
just
kemarin
thought
juga
of
di
the
final
next
kita
match.
sempat ke comeback juga kan.
We
Ya
got
udah
comeback
kayak gitulah kita
in the regular
bikinin
season.
nextnya gimana.
We just
Langsung aja
think
next
of what
gimana,
to do
nggak ada
next.
kepanikan dan nggak ada down-down.
Was there any
Nah,
panic at all?
Yang penting enjoy.
As long as we enjoy,
aja.
it's all good.
Tapi ngebahas sekarang di hari ini kemenangan yang begitu dramatis untuk
A
UPI
dramatic win
dengan panggung
for
playoff.
Lutfi.
Apakah memang ada
In this
penyesuaian
playoffs,
nih dari ONIC
is there any
untuk
kind of
panggung
adjustment
ini?
for
Ya
ONIC?
mungkin ini sih apa penontonnya lebih banyak lah.
Maybe there are more audiences here.
Rame banget di sini ya.
It's super crowded today.
Jadi menyamakan vibes-nya.
Ya benar.
So you guys are matching
Ya
the vibes
benar.
from
Tapi
Sonics.
penonton seramai ini gimana,
Yap.
Upi?
Ya seneng sih
We're
terima kasih
happy.
yang udah datang lah.
Thank you for all the people that
Sonic
have been supporting
memang
us, the
meramaikan.
Sonics.
Tapi kalau ngebahas benar-benar
Here at
di
the venue.
sini permainan dari kedua tim begitu apik dan intens. Keyboy,
Two
udah
games
pengen
played their
denger
best.
gimana sih kita ngelihat pergerakan
teams played
dari
their
tim
best
EVOS dan juga tim
in this
ONIC
match.
sama-sama saling ngelawan. Dan
What
untuk
was it
Keyboy,
earlier?
membahas tentang
Going toe-to-toe.
permainan kalian dan juga EVOS ini sebenarnya apa sih kunci kemenangan dari
What was
tim
the key
ONIC melawan EVOS?
of ONIC for the win against EVOS?
Ya kalau dari EVOS mereka
From EVOS,
kasih semua ke Albert lah. Jadi bikin
they were giving everything
bikin
to Albert.
Kasih farm lah.
They were
Ya,
giving
terus kayak dia
a lot of
yang
farms to Albert.
Jadi apa fokus kalian? Berarti kalian udah tahu.
Ke Albert.
So we
Albert aja,
focused
Bo.
on Albert.
Kejar Albert sampai dapat itu tugasmu berarti dong.
Was that your
Semua lah,
duty?
semua.
All of
Semua.
us.
Tapi kalau
All of
ngebahas
our
tentang
duties.
EVOS yang melangkah melaju hari ini, dari ONIC sendiri expect nggak sih bahwa EVOS yang akan menjadi
Did you
lawan
expect
kalian?
EVOS will be
Ya yang pasti kalau udah
your
masuk upper
opponent today?
bracket, ya pasti semua tim kuat lah. Ya kita berharapnya pasti yang
Every
menang,
team that
berapapun skornya.
qualified to the upper bracket is
Yang
strong.
siapapun skornya, tapi kan di match kemarin kan juga intens.
So we don't really care.
EVOS yang maju menjadi lawan kalian, apa yang kalian langsung pikirkan? Wah lawan kita EVOS
What do you
nih
think
hari
once
ini.
EVOS qualified
Besok.
as your opponent today?
Ya seru sih.
Yeah,
Seru.
it's gonna be fun.
Jadi dengan hasil kemarin, kalian langsung oke besok akan menjadi sangat seru. Dan jadi kalau ngebahas tentang hari ini, EVOS bisa dibilang
Talking about today,
tim
EVOS
yang beranjak dari babak play-in,
came
Lalu,
from the play-in
bermain di sini.
and now
Tadi di
playing
match
here.
tadi pun ada tim yang dari play-in bermain dan melangkah maju ke depan. Dari Kiboy sendiri, ini tim
In the previous
play-in
match,
memang
it was
lagi
Alter Ego that
panas-panasnya
qualified
atau gimana sih,
as
Boy?
the playing team.
Ya,
Are
mungkin
they
mereka udah
hot right
sempat
now,
main
the playing
dan
teams?
udah bertanding juga, jadi ya lebih
Maybe they
panas lah
played
daripada
earlier, so they got hot
starter nih ya,
much
uniknya.
sooner
kita
than
juga
us.
pasti berusaha langsung panas juga di awal.
But of course, we're always
Cuma emang
try
ya,
to give it
mereka
our
jago
best
kok,
and
jago.
be as hot as possible
Dan ini
in the early
benar-benar kita bisa
stage.
merasakannya dan momen-momen berharga banyak sekali terlihat, apalagi Skylar.
Skylar,
Hari ini
today,
di pembukaan babak
in
playoff,
this opening match of the
kita melihat
playoffs,
game yang begitu ketat.
we
Dari
saw a
Skylar
very
sendiri
competitive
melihat
game.
match hari ini gimana?
How do you feel about today's match,
Seru sih.
Skylar?
Soalnya kan
Very
ini
fun.
gue sempat lihat dan playoff perdana gue juga lagi balik.
Because this is my first playoff after the break.
Saya lebih rame juga, ada Sonic yang lumayan.
And it's much more crowded. There's a lot of Sonics here.
Seru.
It's very
Dan
fun.
kalau ngebahas tentang tadi, banyak banget momen-momen di mana
There were a lot of
dari
moments
sisi lore, dari
in
Albert,
Lords,
dari permainan kalian
and your
yang
gameplay
melawan tim EVOS.
against EVOS.
Di game 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
In
mana
all the
game yang
games,
paling
which game
Skylar kenang?
was your fondest of memories?
Semua game sih, mungkin
All of
kalau
them.
satu yang game
Maybe we just respect ban the Granger
salah, jadi kita respect aja.
because it's too much of a trouble.
Respect
That's
aja.
why we ban it.
Dan ini terbukti. Kita melihat juga melihat Erlan dengan hero-hero fighternya sudah mulai
Looking
juga
at Erlan with the
bersama
fighters and
dengan
all.
perlawanan hari ini. Gimana sekarang merasakan panggung playoff melawan Erlan
How was it
dibandingkan
facing
dengan
Erlan
mungkin
in
regular
the
season?
playoffs compared to the regular season?
Sama aja sih, nggak ada beda.
It's the same. No
Ada
difference
beda.
at all.
Kalau dari tim ONIC sendiri besok kan bakal melawan tim Alter.
Tomorrow you guys
Oh,
will face
ini menjadi
Alter Ego.
perlawanan yang kalian sudah duga kah? Alter
Is
Ego
this
yang
within
melangkah
your
bukan Bigetron?
expectations?
Gimana
Alter Ego
Skylar melihat
qualifying instead of
lawan
Bigetron?
Kalian adalah Alter Ego bukan Bigetron.
What's your thought on the matchup?
Seru sih, soalnya
It's gonna be fun
last regular season kita
because
lebih
in the last regular
AE
season
juga, terus kalah kan.
we faced Alter Ego and we
Ya,
lost
mungkin
badly.
ya lawan AE ya gue lebih semangat juga.
Maybe
soalnya
against
gua
Alter
di
Ego we are
akhir
fired up
diskalifikasi
more.
kan. Ya mungkin gue banyak belajar lah dari hal situ.
Maybe I learned a lot from the
Akan
last
menjadi
matchup against
rematch
Alter
yang
Ego in the last week.
Tentunya semua mata tertuju karena
Of course,
setelah
all
itu
eyes
tiket
are
Top 7 bisa
all eyes
didapatkan.
are on the
Jadi
matchup
selangkah lebih
tomorrow
dekat lagi
for
dan
ONIC versus Alter
selangkah
Ego.
membuat semua tim semakin panas. Dan hari ini yang paling panas kayaknya suhu badan Kairi ya.
And today
Suhu badan aman?
is your body temperature the hottest
Ngomong-ngomong bisa
out of all of
mendapatkan
you guys.
Dream Team juga kemarin.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And you were
Ini
not
mau
able
speech dulu
to
dari
get the
Dream
Dream Team
Jungler.
award on the stage.
Banyak kemarin ya, speech.
Iya, udah diwakilin ya.
Paling
Maybe,
apa ya?
I don't know.
Paling mau bilang terima kasih aja.
Maybe I
buat
just want to
semua
say
yang
thank
dukung
you
kita,
for
buat
all
Sonic,
the people
Sonic
that
dan
supporting
situ,
us, the
yang
Sonics,
selalu dukung dan nonton kita.
and watching us.
Ya, nonton kita besok aja. Kita bakal dapat
Just watch us
tiket
tomorrow.
besok buat M7.
And we will get the ticket
Karena
for
satu
M7
kemenangan lagi
tomorrow.
memang M7 di depan mata, tapi Kairi, kita akan
But
membahas
Kairi,
sedikit tentang hari ini kamu melawan
we'll talk about today.
Besok melawan Nanael. Dari Kairi sendiri.
Tomorrow,
Besok lawan Yuzuki.
Oh iya, Yasuke
You
betul.
told tomorrow you
Kemarin
will
lah.
face against Yasuke.
Terima kasih Kairi. Bude yang
Thank
ikut
you for the
angkat ini.
correction,
Tapi,
Kairi.
ngebahas tentang
We
hari ini
talked
melawan
about Nile
Albert.
earlier
Bagaimana
instead of Yasuke.
perlawanan dengan Albert di babak playoff?
How was your matchup against Albert today?
Jago sih dia, jago.
He's really good.
Jago. Kalau Yasuke besok gimana nih?
How would Yasuke tomorrow?
Itu lebih jago lagi.
Lebih
He's
jago
even
lagi.
better.
Apa yang kamu lihat dari Yasuke ini?
So what do you see about Yasuke?
Menurut gua dia
Maybe for me,
sebagai rookie, dia
as a rookie,
skill dia tinggi banget.
his skill is
Dari
super
mekanik
high.
dia sama mentality dia.
Very good mechanically and also the mentality.
Map awareness juga bagus.
His map awareness is
Jadi sudah masuk
sublime.
ke dalam radar Kairi dan
So
gimana
he's
nih
in your radar right now.
untuk penutupan hari ini, apakah ada kata-kata yang ingin
Any words that you
disampaikan
wanna say
oleh tim
for
ONIC?
ONIC?
Karena besok adalah match
Because
penentuan
tomorrow
untuk
will be the
tiket
decider on who goes to
M7.
M7 for MPL Indonesia
Buat
first.
Sonic yang udah
For all
datang,
the Sonics
terima
that
kasih.
came today,
Terima kasih
thank
yang udah
you
dukung kita.
for supporting
Terima kasih
us.
juga yang udah support kita terus. Ya,
Thank you
jangan lupa
for-
dukung kita besok lawan Alter Ego.
And don't forget to
Makasih,
support
makasih.
us tomorrow against Alter Ego.
Dan
Thank you so
inilah
much.
dia Sonic.
And this is
Sambutlah kemenangan pertama
Sonic.
dan perdana
Greet
dari
the first
tim
ever win
ONIC
of
Raja
ONIC Indonesia
Langit.
in MPL Indonesia Playoffs.
Iya, dan begitu ramai di Nice Pick 2. Hari ini kita melihat bahwa pertarungan begitu epic dan apik. Dan sebelum kita berpisah tentunya, sebelum Bude kembali ke belakang, Bude pengen ngasih tahu sesuatu nih kepada semua super fans yang ada di sini. Siapkan device kalian. Karena sesaat lagi Lunox akan memberitahu cara untuk mendapatkan saldo GoPay. Akan ada GoPay hadiah GG. So, Lunox, kasih tahu kita dong gimana caranya.
Hai super fans. Dengan senang hati, aku akan bagikan saldo GoPay untuk semua super fans yang menyaksikan Playoffs MPL Season 16. Caranya, unduh aplikasi GoPay di Play Store atau App Store. Buka kamera pada smartphone untuk scan QR Code yang akan aku berikan. Klik buka hadiah untuk terima GoPay hadiah. Dan selamat, saldo GoPay dari GoPay hadiah berhasil masuk ke akun GoPaymu. Semua sudah siap? Ini dia QR Code-nya.
Congratulations buat super fans yang udah ngikutin cara dari Lunox dan mendapatkan saldo GoPay. Congratulations, GoPay memang dompet andalan. Fans, biar lebih tahu nih di sini gimana sih cara ONIC mendapatkan game kelima. So, kita akan langsung bertanya kepada para panelis yang bertugas. Panelis, what happened Aya Naon?
What happened, Ionao, indeed?
What does that mean, Sheffin? What happened, Ayanao?
I am not Sundanese, so I cannot translate.
What does that mean, Eterna?
I'm not-
What happened, Ayanao?
Well, I am.
It's literally what happened, what happened.
What happened? What happened? Oh,
What happened? What happened?
there's never a 50-50 for ONIC. You gotta beat them, you gotta kill them,
That's a little violent.
you know?
Yeah, I feel like the draft is just much
Yeah.
easier winning condition for ONIC, especially with Keyboy securing the Kalea. That is just no